all game. We are motivated. We are dedicated. Come on now. Come on now. We will win because we are the best on the field. And we hit the field like all day light, all night light, on the blue light, offense light, defense light, this ball light, house call light, in the sound light, in the sound light, in the sound light.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Floyd Dobb Field here on the campus of Milledgeville High School. The K&K show is live. Once again, Kyle Leach, joined as always by Kurt Folk. And Kurt, just a strictly YouTube, Missile Media YouTube broadcast. Tonight we've been WCCI, combination of both the last 2 weeks, but back in just the YouTube broadcast and looking forward to another game here with the Missiles, hosting the Orangeville Broncos here tonight.
Yeah, like you said, not double duty tonight. Just catch us on the Milledgeville Media Network there on Facebook, on YouTube, sorry, on that page there. But, man, it is really a great night for football. The weather is perfect. It's, there's a little cool in the air, but this, once you're moving out there and things are good to go, it's a perfect football weather night here at Floyd Dobb Field. We got the Missiles taking on the Broncos.
Milledgeville coming top ranked in 8-man, the number one team at 6-0, facing the Orangeville Broncos. 2-4 record, Kurt, but they have one of the premier athletes in 8-man football, the Schofield kid, and he leads the league in rushing, has maybe the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Hayden Schofield, just a junior yet, and he's maybe second already career in rushing in the history of 8-man, which is a short history, but he's still a very impressive athlete.
Yeah, he's a very electric athlete. Like you said, he's leading the I8FA right now in rushing yards, and yeah, he's already climbing the ranks of all-time leaders. He's sure to pass that by next year, I would say. They fixed to feature him a lot, trying to lean on him. In the games they've won, they've put up quite a few points. They can be electric on offense. It's up to the task of the Missiles defense to step up and shut him down. They got to be keying on him, I would think, tonight. They'll shut down number 14 there, but electric player for Orangeville there.
Yep, they come in 2-4. They lost week 1 to Alden Hebron 31-16, lost week 2 to South Beloit 64-12. Got a victory at River Ridge 46-20. They knocked off AFC 48-8. Lost to West Carroll 42-0. Then they lost to Polo last week 54-8. The Missiles coming in 6-0. Big win first week 30-22 over Amboy. 46-20 win over Abundant Life. 64-6 over AFC. 28-6 over Polo. 68-28 over River Ridge. And last week in the Carroll County Clash, highly anticipated, and the Missiles got the win over West Carroll 54-28 in a game that was 54-14 at the half. It was 40 points at the half, and the Missiles coasted to a running clock victory there in the second half, Kurt.
Yeah, the Missiles have handled business. They've done what they needed to do. I think that opening game against Amboy was what the Missiles needed to start their year with. They needed to see exactly where they were going to be, and from there they've handled their business week in and week out.
Other games around the area, an 8-man AFC at West Carroll, River Ridge at Polo, Westminster at Alden Hebron, and Abundant Life is at South Beloit, and Ridgewood at Amboy. An NUIC game tonight, Morrison at Dakota, Dupec at Forston, Southwest Wisconsin at Fulton, Galena at Lee Wen, and the premier matchup tonight, I think there is EPC at Stockton tonight.
Yeah, I believe that is your game on WCCI tonight. There is EPC versus Stockton. You're looking at a coaching staff at Stockton that truthfully once sent the EP Wildcats to the state championship there with a win for EPC that they've kind of shifted over to Stockton. Now I know Coach Ashley is helping Coach Downey there on his staff, so those two are pretty integral parts in that EPC team that won state there. Was that 2014?
I believe somewhere in there.
Yeah.
A team that Downey said they'd probably go 4-5.
Of course he did. That's what he said about Stockton this year every time I talk to him, too. Be lucky to be 500.
Yes, always half empty, Coach Downey there. But with that, we're going to cut away for the national anthem. We'll be back for the starting lineups and the kickoff between the Missiles and the Broncos right here on the Missiles Media Network. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. Kyle Leach joined by Kurt Folk. We are ready for kickoff between the Broncos and the Missiles. Did you happen to notice the coin toss, Kurt?
I think we're going to be receiving here from Orangeville to start this game.
Yep.
Now, I did not actually see the coin toss. I'm going off the fact that I see number 70 here, Nathan Briggs, standing with the ball. So I got to assume that's going to indicate that since they're bringing out their ball, they will be kicking off to the Missiles to start this contest.
Yep. Quarterback for the Missiles tonight, Nasik Siknarf. Running back, Naive Connects. Running back, Rekneps Ian. Tight end, Yaneb Naselkim. Tight end, Rekrap Srednos. Offensive lineman tonight, Retrak Duke Neville. The other offensive lineman, Belak Rebras. And the center, Nai Nyora. The starting offensive lineup for the Missiles here tonight.
Simple names there tonight for the Missiles.
We'll see defensively. We'll announce those when they run out on the field. Could be a complete new unit tonight, Kurt.
It seems like a Missiles running out. Some people I've never heard of.
Head coach. You want to do the head coach here tonight there? You had?
Yeah. Head coach tonight for the Missiles, we have Nosaj Elboro. Head coach for the Missiles.
Yeah, having a good year.
Yeah. Do we have to say he's 0-6, or can we say that he's 6-0?
I think he's 6-0.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go 6-0.
Perfect.
Yep. So we got Connects and Ian back to receive for the Missiles. Briggs set to kick off here for the Broncos. Short kick. I don't think it's going to go the 10 yards. Just let it go.
Yep.
So the Missiles will have good field position here.
Yeah, Orangeville trying to get a quick advantage there on the Missiles. That kick does not go 10 yards there for number 70, Briggs. We'll have to see if their defense can hold up to giving the Missiles this short field.
All right, we'll see what the Missiles come out here. Behind Siknarf under center.
Let's see if Siknarf drop back the pass here. Is he going to hand it off maybe to Ine?
Yeah, Ian or Connects, play action. Siknarf rolls out, slips, finds Ian, who does have the catch.
Yeah, Siknar, the Ian, he
Reknaps Ian for a gain of about 6 yards.
For a gain of about 5 yards. It's going to be second down and 5 from the 43.
Footing, both of them slipping out there a little bit. Could be a little dew on the grass. Like you said, it's it's football weather when Coach Grenoble is dressed in his
he's got a parka on over there. Yeah, a little slippage there on that first play. Find their footing here.
Connects right up the middle. 23 in there on the tackle. Sadi. Gain of about 5.
Connects there. Should have enough for the move the chains here for the Missiles.
And Mascot. With a gain of 6.
Expecting a big game out of Duke Neville tonight there, Kurt.
Yeah, I think with a name like Duke Neville, it's got to be good. Duke Neville could be big here for the Missiles on offense and defense.
Siknarf once again under center, double tight end set. Ian and Connects behind him. Ian right up the middle off the right side, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
Yeah, a little quick hitter there, the Ian from Siknarf. Right up the gut for about 9 yards there for the Missiles.
Comprue gate on the tackle. Ian gains 9 there. Just underway here at Floyd Dobb Field. 10:35 to go here in this opening quarter. Great crowd on hand again here tonight for the Missiles. Cars circling the field on the north side.
Yeah, great venue to watch a football game here at Floyd Dobb Field. If you've never been out, come on out and take in a game this year.
Siknarf once again. Ian under center, or hands it to Ian. Ball's loose,
on the floor.
and Orangeville's going to come away with it.
Recovered by the Broncos.
That is recovered there by Schofield there. Talked about him in the opening and his offense, but he makes his presence known on defense there. Didn't quite see who came in and made the hit there to knock it away there from Ian. I think it might have been number 23 there. Sadi coming in there.
So Broncos with the big turnover. Something the Missiles have not done a lot this year, Kurt,
no.
is turn the ball over.
Looking at a game here, the Missiles can't be doing that. They can't be putting the ball on the floor.
I said Orangeville's not a team that you can take real lightly. They have premier athletes. Good size up front.
This ball's going to 14 here, Schofield. Missiles tackled there by
Bellick Rebras.
Yeah, there you go.
16 there.
Yeah.
Rebras.
I couldn't even process that one in my head, I'm not going to lie.
So short 1 yard gain there for Schofield. I said Duke Neville's been a difference maker now that they moved him to nose guard in there, Kurt.
Yeah, he kind of, I think he was a catalyst too to that fumble there from the Missiles. He had Spencer Nye wrapped up.
Comproot under center. Is that Rebras again?
It's Rebras again flying in there. So far, the Broncos have no answer there for Rebras.
Gain of 2 for Schofield.
Flying in from his middle back position there.
Quarterback Brock Comproot, Oscar Bissell, Hayden Schofield, Jackson Grilliot, Matt Sadi, Elwin Thome, Nathan Briggs, and Blake Comproot are the starters for the Broncos here tonight. Coached by head coach Todd Kramer. 3rd down and 7. Missiles fumble on their first possession. Still scoreless. 9 minutes to go in this opening quarter.
Yeah, hoping to force a punt here. The Missiles get this ball back and kind of right the ship here from that opening drive. Schofield's going to have him outside here. He's going to have enough for the first down there for the Broncos on that play.
Connects.
Gain of about 10 yards on the play. It's now 1st and 10 for the Broncos.
Nobody else has touched the ball.
So first down run there for Schofield. Gain of about 10 yards. 1st and 10 for the Broncos here.
Yeah, Broncos convert on a 3rd and long there, moving the Missiles back. Missiles, honestly, just not playing with much energy right now, I would say.
Yeah, 1st and 10 ball on their own 37. Now I see that thanks to Chad Selman, we got a light out on the scoreboard.
Nice.
That's why he's top 5, folks.
Only done by the top 5 electrician in Milledgeville.
Schofield gets out of one tackle, has some room around the left side. Reckgrass runs him out of bounds.
Out of bounds by Caleb Sutter.
Reckgrass all over the field here so far tonight, but Missiles allowing Schofield to get some room here.
Gain of 5 before Rebras could knock him out of bounds. 4 carries, 18 yards already for Schofield on the night. This is what they're going to do. What they did in the playoff game here a couple years ago, Kurt.
Yeah,
really take the air out of the ball, slow things down.
Yeah.
Keep the Missiles offense off the field.
Say a couple years ago in the playoffs, they really came in with a good game plan here. After the Missiles had put it on them in the regular season, they came in with a good game plan in the playoffs that year and almost shocked the Missiles that time.
2nd down and 5. Comproot under center. Wing to the right. Bissell goes in motion, hand it to Schofield. Tackled immediately.
They immediately hit that time by Ian.
Ian in there as well as Duke Neville.
Duke Neville is in there as well.
Loss of 1 there for Schofield.
It's going to be 3rd down and 6 from the 41.
Chad says we're number 1 again. 3rd down and 6 here for the Broncos.
We really appreciate that support, Chad. We know you. We really know that you think we're number 1.
Yep. When he drove by the other day, I was working on the field, and I believe I waved number 1 to him as well.
All right. Perfect. It's glad we can see those exchanges here in this town. Pleasantries.
3rd down and 6 for the Broncos. They picked up a long 3rd down moments ago. We'll see if they can do it again. Comproot under center.
Taking their time here, letting that clock flow. They've got to keep this Missiles offense off the field.
Comproot going to drop back to pass. Flag on the play. Gets out of trouble. He's going to have the 1st down. Ian on the stop. But gains about 9, but illegal shift. So the Missiles dodged a bullet there. The Broncos had converted another long 3rd down, Kurt, but a penalty is going to wipe it off the board.
Was able to get away from pressure there. Initially was Comproot. And since he had everybody else running routes deep down the field, he had some opening there in the secondary of the Missiles, was able to get the 1st down, but the illegal procedure penalty there. The illegal shift will bring them back here on third down behind the original line of scrimmage.
So wipe off a 9-yard run by Comprood, which would have been a first down right at midfield. Instead, going to be third down and 11, 7 minutes to go. Broncos playing the exact type of game they want here so far in this one, Kurt.
Same methodical pace here by the Broncos, keeping this defense on the field, keeping the Missiles offense off the field, maybe making the Missiles think about this a little bit.
Comprood under center, double tight end set. Drops back to pass. Gonna air it up. Looking for set. He's gonna be intercepted by Connects, and he's got some room to run up the right sideline. Gonna be tackled there right at midfield by that number 6 there. Grilliot brings him down, but the Missiles get a turnover of their own here, Kurt.
Yeah, Connects turns the favor there. Almost looked like he was catching a punt there. He played did it as it came to him. There was Connects to make the Missiles take over here.
First and 10 for the Missiles on their own 50-yard line.
Right at midfield.
We'll say on the on the Broncos 50.
We're on the Broncos here. There's the nose of the ball.
Maybe. Actually, we're on a little closer to our side. And ball's in play. Sicknarf under center. Gonna drop back to pass. Gonna air it out.
Overshoots.
Shrednaus.
Number 2 Shrednaus there.
Grilliot on the coverage. All right, the gimmick is up. I can't do it much longer, Kurt. My brother said he had to mute the audio. Kevin Tessendorf is listening.
My wife said people think we're funny, so.
My mother-in-law said I'm laughing, but just a little shout-out to Harry Carey, being the Cubs are playing tomorrow night, having a little fun here. The starting lineup was the names of the Missiles spelled backwards. So that why Kyson Francis is Nasik Sicknarf.
A little nod to
some might stick.
Cubs great, Harry Carey there.
One of my favorite announcers ever growing up. Good old Harry Carey. Evan Shank pushed out of bounds by Schofield.
Nice job there by the Broncos on defense to kind of string that play out to never allow Evan Shank to cut it up there to find a hole. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long here for the Missiles. Again, Missiles just not playing with much energy right now, it seems. They do have a few usual pieces out tonight.
Yeah, we'll go over the starting lineups here again when we get another chance. But it's like some of those are going to stick. The Nasik Sicknarf and the Carter Livingood is Rack Duke Neville.
The Duke Neville. Yeah, he might be Duke Neville from now on.
3rd and 7. Francis shotgun formation. Shank goes in motion. Going to hand it to Nye. Nye's going to be tackled immediately, but he's dragging. Met immediately, but drags forward for a gain of about 1. It's going to be 4th and 5.
Yeah. I got to imagine the Missiles are going to go for it here with our offense. But, yeah, the Missiles just have to play with more energy right now. Not really firing off the ball. I think the Broncos here are winning this energy game here so far. Coming into this game ready to go. Some people appreciated it.
Some love it more than others.
Yeah. Hector Rodriguez.
Yes.
Says his wife.
Barb watching.
Barb was here watching tonight in
Pass
person.
complete tonight. He's got to get the first down, and he does. He gets out of a tackle and going to convert a first down.
Yeah, Nye might have got lucky on that one. I thought initially almost erroneously stopped to kind of shed that tackle there of Schofield when he maybe could have just turned it up and got the first down, but he ends up getting more yardage out of it, eluding this tackle here on the fake around. Just hit him out in the flats there. I thought he could have maybe just beat Schofield to the marker, but he breaks the tackle and pushes across for more yardage for the Missiles.
18 yards, yes. Schofield had him right at about the sticks, like you said.
Yeah.
Nye kept his balance, gains 18 yards. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Hand off to Shank. Shank, again, met right at the line of scrimmage, but pushing forward for a gain of close to 5, maybe.
Yeah, hard run there by Evan Shank that just seemed like he was going to keep going there, just not really gaining much yardage, but they couldn't quite get him stopped or bring him down there for a while, so he was able to pick up 5 yards on that play where it looked like, again, he was stopped at the line of scrimmage initially.
He did, but he kind of got spun around.
2nd and 6 for the Missiles. Ball on the Bronco 23-yard line. 4:13 to go in this opening quarter. Francis under center, I formation behind him. Francis takes the snap, going to hand it to Shank. Shank up the middle, going to be close to a first down.
Going to be right there at the sticks, basically. Officials have a better angle at it than we do. They're going to say short of it.
Grilliot on the stop for the Broncos. gain of 4, the 3rd and 1 here.
Third down and 1.
Jake Chapman listening in. He thinks we should be nominated for a sports Emmy, no matter what anybody says.
3rd down and 1 here for the Missiles. Pistol formation for Francis. Nye behind him. Gonna pitch it to Nye. Nye off the left side. Gonna be tripped up, but I believe he's got the first down.
They should have the first down. Shoestring tackle there, though, by Comprud for the Broncos.
It's the ball down to the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Missiles.
Pete McCallie says he was enjoying it, but he did have to Google if hearing names back was a sign of a stroke.
So, yes, just our cracking some humor. But like I said, with the Cubbies playing tomorrow, well, tip of the cap to Harry Carey. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Bronco 15-yard line. Francis under center, I formation behind him. Fake to Shank, rolls to his right. Gonna air it out for Mickelson, and off the mark, pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, a little off there on the pass was Kyson. Maybe could have waited a moment longer there to get that out to Mickelson, breaking across there in the secondary of the Broncos.
Travis and Aspen say hi.
Jill Adolph's listening in from Indianapolis tonight. Chris from Charlie Faulkner checking in.
2nd down and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Bronco 15-yard line. 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. Hand to Nye, going to be met after a short gain. Briggs on the stop.
Yeah, Spencer running hard, but that's going to leave the Missiles with another long 3rd down opportunity here.
Gain of 4 down to the 11.
3rd down and 6.
Missiles are missing probably their biggest deep threat tonight, and Connor Johnson kind of nursing some injuries here that happened throughout the season.
Yep, nothing long-term for either of them, it didn't sound like. Just a little banged up here, so giving the night off. Shank going to be short of the first down. It's going to be another 4th down here for the Missiles.
And Missiles going to have to convert on about a 4th and 3 here.
Going to be 2, so yeah. 4th down and 3, gain of 2 there for Evan. So the Missiles, Broncos making them work for sure. Really impressed so far with the Broncos here tonight, Kurt. Playing with a lot more energy than the Missiles are.
Yeah, Missiles, both teams kind of going with the methodical ground and pound approach here. Missiles now going to spread it out. There is less than 2 minutes left in this quarter.
Oh, don't jinx it, Kurt.
Yeah.
Oh, just as you say. Why did you do that?
I knew it. I knew it. I apologize.
Timeout Broncos. With that, we'll take a quick timeout and be right back here on the Missile Media Network. All right, welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. A big 4th and 3 for the Missiles. Ball on the Bronco 8-yard line.
Yeah, big player for the Missiles after being stymied with that fumble in their first drive. Yeah, just not playing with much energy right now. Got to find kind of momentum play here. Again, come up to the line, but now they're going to spread it out.
1:50 to go here in this opening quarter. I believe the Broncos took that timeout.
Yeah.
Francis back to pass. Going to throw it to 9. It's off the mark.
Turnover on downs.
Pass falls incomplete. That's a little bit of a risk running, but that's been a play that's worked all year for him. But Francis can't get it to 9. The Missiles turn it over on downs.
Yeah, right now, Kyson just a little off on his passes, I would say. Just not quite hitting the mark.
So 1:46 to go. The Broncos get their second stop. First time they got a turnover. Second time they turn over the Missiles on downs on their own, on the Bronco 8-yard line.
Yeah, Broncos defense here, not breaking, causing a turnover on the first possession of the Missiles, and now holding them inside their own 10-yard line. The Missiles can't convert.
Comprud under center, Schofield in the backfield with Bissell.
Something we haven't seen many teams do this year, if at all, is stop the Missiles.
There's Duke Neville, or better known as Carter Livingood, with the stop on the play. Bissell loses
Carter Livingston on the tackle, loss
A
of
4.
3 on the play. It's going to be second down and 13 from the 5.
Looks like it's just inside the 5, about the 4.5-yard line.
Yeah, good penetration that time by Livingood. My kid's always playing with energy.
Yes.
Able to break through the
It's
line
a stat
there.
line. Oh, he is the player of the week.
Yeah.
And something brought up, but with the punt block and the sacks and the hurries and the tackles for
Yeah,
loss,
his
he did
stat
everything
line will
last
say
week.
he had a touchdown catch.
Duke Neville. Going to hand it off. Bissell again. Looks like maybe a short gain,
Yeah.
giving one up to the 5-yard line, 3rd and 13.
Able to break the line of scrimmage that time was Bissell.
Now 3rd and 13.
Long 3rd down here for the Broncos. Inside, or maybe right at the Missiles 5-yard line, I guess.
Down to the final 35 seconds of this quarter,
For their-
Kurt,
Yeah.
at the 22 mark.
This has got to be some kind of record.
They will have to run one more play. We'll hope it's on the ground.
Yeah.
But it's probably going to be through the air. 3rd and 13. Comprud under center. Got Grilliot split out wide to the right.
He's hit
They are
there
going to
right
hand
away.
it to Bissell.
Yeah.
Carter Livingood
Say,
blows it up for
Duke Neville in there right away. Blew up that play.
Loss on the play.
loss of about 2 more.
Back to about the 3-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
End of the first quarter,
After
folks.
1, we are scoreless here at Floyd Dobb Field.
Yeah.
The Missile 0, the Broncos 0. We'll be back on the Missiles Media Network. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. The Broncos got to feel pretty good, Kurt, after that first scoreless quarter.
Yeah,
first time
that's-
Missiles have been held scoreless all year. Well, no, I believe in polo. I don't.
Yeah.
think
Yep. I mean, the Broncos, they got it.
They have some.
They got to have some confidence
Yes.
here coming out of that quarter.
They don't
with
have a
what they
lot
were
of
able to
depth,
do.
kind of
No.
like the Missiles, but like they were the 8 players they got on the field are pretty good players.
Yeah, they got some size, they got some speed. They are going to have
It's
to
a
punt
danger
this
time
one
here,
away.
yep.
Say this is a dangerous spot to be as a punter. He's got to get this off quick.
Briggs standing near the back of his own end zone.
Yeah.
And it's blocked.
Blocked
There's the
there.
block, and who recovered
in
it
it.
for a touchdown? That is Spencer
Spencer
Nye,
Nye.
the touchdown guy.
I believe he got it too, didn't he? Blocked it and got it himself.
I believe so.
Did it all
Duke
there.
Neville was in there too.
Yeah, you knew that was kind of
Could see it
dangerous
coming,
territory
couldn't you,
there for
Kurt?
them. Say you could feel it. You knew it was just kind of dangerous territory. You watching our games all year, you know we've been right in there close and even gotten a few. And that's a tough position to be there in your own end zone, punting that ball away.
We'll see if we'll get a replay on that or not, but with the 2-point conversion, Francis under center, Nye and Shank in the backfield. Gonna toss it to Shank. Shank makes a cut and gonna be short.
Yeah, not able to
Broncos
get in.
defense rises up again. 2-point conversion, no good. Are we able to get a replay of that, Brooks? We'll stay right here. Thank our sponsors as well. Here comes the block punt once again. Nye coming off the left end here,
Yeah.
Kurt. That's what you're thinking?
I believe he was the first one in there.
Yep.
And then he ends up, basically caught it, ends up falling right on it. Carter Livingood and
Rayhorn were in
Rayhorn
there as
all right
well.
there. It was going to be recovered by the Missiles either way, I would say, but Spencer Nye does it all. And it takes a special teams play to get the Missiles on the board for the first time, unable to convert on their 2-point conversion. So the Broncos defense, again, holds up there for what maybe could be a big play.
2-point no good. I'd like to thank our sponsors. I'll read some of them here. Milledgeville State Bank, the Millwheel Tavern, Gibbs Drywall, Bushman Service, Ruby's Espresso and Smoothies, Milledgeville Men's Club, Johnson's Processing, Smith Farming Corp., Boss Roofing, Illinois FBFM, Kness Heating and Cooling, Premier Auto Studio, Journey Farms, EVS Hobbies, Wally's Place, McKenna's Flooring, Rock River Lumber and Grain and Prairie Lumber, R&H Seed Solutions, Carly's Courts, and the Milledgeville Do It Best Home Center as well. So thank you, sponsors. Nigh to kick off. Speaking of the Millwheel Tavern, we got a couple wraps delivered up here tonight, Kurt.
It's wrap night tonight here.
Scott himself bringing it.
Delivered by the man himself tomorrow night. Their grand reopening there at the Millwheel. Come out 7 o'clock or come a little earlier, eat some of their fine food. Enjoy some Fulkin stages tomorrow night at the Millwheel. We appreciate everything they do for us and the community.
Kick by Nye goes out of bounds. The K&K show will be there.
Yeah, both be there present this time.
Yes, looking for the grand reopening of the Millwheel tomorrow night. Like I said, Fulkin stages. Be a great night downtown Milledgeville tomorrow night.
Come out and see their acoustic show. They play music, tell a few jokes. The drummer looks a little bit like me. I always say the difference between me and him is I make this look good.
So, great field position here for the Broncos. Ball on their own 48-yard line.
I forgot quickly, I did want to say, seeing Hector's comment on there, I think he did get beat last week. I had a friend and former Missile TJ Wolber reach out to me. He is stationed currently in South Korea and listened to the game last week. So I believe that has the Cancun, Mexico beat a little bit there. So thanks to TJ for listening in and for serving our country. Flag on the play here.
Yep, illegal shift once again on the Broncos, their second flag.
Bissell caught moving illegally there.
So we have Heidi Moe listening, maybe a Bruce Simpson from the Grain Cart. Jason Dietz, longtime listener, first time chatting. Ryan Sandberg backwards is rip, hooray. Thank you, Jason, appreciate it. Only the box operator hollering at Nye to make a tackle out there. So
That's
first and
got
15.
picked up on our mics.
Coach, one of the coaches of the junior tackle, the Streaks junior tackle, will talk at halftime. Coach Nye, Coach Francis.
Yeah, congratulations to the Streaks.
Knocking off the unbeaten West Carroll Thunder Tuesday night in Mount Carroll. So we'll get some halftime interviews with a few of the 8th grade boys.
Yeah.
About the outstanding coaching job done by
Yeah, it's
Kurt
all coaching. I
Francis
think whenever you win, it's all coaching.
Comprood pitches to Schofield. Going to be Met Saber in there. Shank finishes him off.
Yeah, missiles all over that one. Wyatt Ebersaw, who's getting the start tonight because of a few of the players just nursing some injuries, was over there to help that play out as well.
Now second down and 16 from the 42.
We got Wyatt Ebersaw on defense, filling in.
Yep, defensively. Yep, I'll do that. Defensive ends, Carter Livingood, Benny Mickelson, and Ian Rayhorn on the line. Linebackers would be, Ebersole, Wyatt Ebersole, Spencer Nye, Caleb Sarber, and defensive backs, Kyson Francis
and
Evan Shank has moved to the defensive back.
Yeah.
And pass, going to be Comprood. There's Duke Devil.
Duke Devil's in there, living good.
Get a sack. Carter, short loss, bring up 3rd and long here.
Now 3rd down and
So the Missiles have brought it defensively all night.
Yeah.
Have not looked real sharp offensively so far.
Offense has got to match the defensive intensity here.
One
Credit to the Broncos. The Broncos have been making plays as well, too, but the Missiles have just not seemed very sharp tonight on the offensive end of the ball.
My dad listening. Thanks for checking in. One thing they say, defense does travel. That's when you got a good defense that shows up every night. That's very important, and the Missiles have that. 3rd down and 17, ball on their own 41. Comprood back to pass. He's going to be flushed out. Gets by Saber, gets by Living Good, but Saber tracks him down. It's going to be close to a first down, and he might have it.
I think
they
he's
gave
just
him
across.
a little bit better spot than what I thought. They gave him the finish of the slide.
Knee might have went down there, and I think they gave him the slide of the knee there in this little bit of a wet grass here tonight, just temperature-wise. A little bit of rain today.
Gain of 18 there for Comprud. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Ball on the missile 41-yard line.
Comprud was able to make a nice move there on Saber and then elude a tackle from Spencer Nye. Get a big third down conversion there for the Broncos.
Guards are Elwin Thome, Nathan Briggs, Blake Comprud, quarterback Brock Comprud, running backs Oscar Bissell and Hayden Schofield, wide receiver Jackson Grilliot, and tight end Matt Sadi. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Ball on the missile 41. Hand off to Schofield. Tackled by Living Good and Nye.
Yeah, the Missiles have Schofield pretty much wrapped up. It's the
7 carries for 15 yards. Yeah.
It's the quarterback escaping plays
So
that have gotten them their chunk yardage here.
They're trying to run every second of the play clock every time they have the ball, Kurt. Coach Kramer.
Yeah.
Coach Kramer, longtime coach of Freeport Aquin.
Yeah.
One of my favorite coaches, the 8-man ranks.
He obviously comes in with a good game plan every time, and I think this is it. Just making the Missiles think about this a little bit.
Coach Kramer's been around long enough. It's not his first rodeo, you would say. But one of the better coaches around the area, that's for sure. Pitch to Schofield. Schofield going to be contained nicely by Shank, and Mickelson going to get the tackle.
Good job there by Evan Shank getting to the outside and turning them back in where he had more black uniforms coming in to contain Schofield there again.
So 3rd down and 7, ball on the Missiles 38-yard line. Under 8 minutes to go so far in this first half. Missiles 6, Broncos 0. People are probably double-checking, thinking the score updater's not working if people are following along on the NUIC app. Comprud gets the call from Coach Kramer.
Yeah, brings it to the huddle now.
They're
only
going to have to take a timeout, I believe, here maybe.
I don't think we're getting in the play this time.
Coach Kramer takes a timeout. We'll take one with him. 7:29 to go in this opening half. Missiles 6, Broncos 0. We'll be back on the Missiles Media Network. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. 3rd and 7 for the Broncos. Ball on their Missile 38-yard line.
Broncos going to be running play 109 here for anybody that's got their scorecard on their wrist. You might know what's going to happen.
Grilliot going to play action as Comprud going to roll to his left, going to force it. It's going to be intercepted. I think Ebersol dropped
through
it.
the hands of Ebersol there.
That's one he got away with that one there, Kurt.
Kind of a dangerous throw there that didn't really need to be made. He could have, I think, even
Chucked
just
it out of bounds,
threw it out of bounds and got a couple yards even out of that player. Just a no gain, better than what almost happened there. Kind of an errant throw that time, like Comprud.
So 4th and 7, ball on the 38. Braden Lawrence said, "Go Orangeville." We appreciate all viewers.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Cheer
ones.
on your team.
Yep,
Cheer
we're
on
here
those Broncos if you're listening, guys.
Yep, we're here to broadcast for both teams. So
great
appreciate
game plan so far here by the Broncos, like we've stated.
As Comper going to drop back, rolls to his right, going to be pressured by Mickelson, and that pass off the line. Credit Mickelson forcing that early throw there, Kurt.
Say pressure there, caused him to throw that earlier than he wanted to. Couldn't quite get his feet set, kind of had to throw that a little sidearm there, did Comprood. Turnover on downs here. Missile's going to retake. Missile's offense here. Got to find a groove, got to find some pace here. Different from what they've had so far.
So 1st and 10, Missile's offense. Quarterback Kyson Francis, sophomore. Running back tonight be Evan Shank and Spencer Nye, seniors. Tight end Benny Mickelson and Parker Saunders. Center Ian Rayhorn, guards Caleb Sarber and Carter Livingood. Francis comes out shotgun formation, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. You got Nye, Saunders, and Shank to the right, and Shank goes in motion, going to pitch it to him off the left side. Tackled nicely in the open field. That's a good open field tackle, Kurt. We talk about that all the time. Comprood with the stop.
So far, that's impressive thing here about these Broncos is they can tackle. You can tell they work on tackling. I don't know that for a fact. Obviously, I'm not at their practices, but just watching the way they are playing this game right now, they have not allowed. These are things that we've seen this Missiles offense break in the much longer gains all season long. Very, very disciplined, well-tackling team here are the Broncos so far.
So it's gain is 3 for Shank. Going to hand it to Nye. Nye, short gain, but driving forward. 77 in there. Brennan Ensley on the stop for the Broncos.
It's going to be 3rd down and 3 from the 45.
Going to bring 3rd down and 3. 3 more for Nye.
Yeah, again, the Missiles,
Coach,
both teams just kind of grinding away here. They're kind of matching each other's paces.
Old school Missile.
Yeah.
He said Akron Bulldogs, like I said, with Coach Kramer. He's from coach many years at Akron High School. That's Coach talking to Coach Roble. He knew Kramer would have these guys ready to play.
Yeah, Evan Shank's going to take the snap here for the Missiles. Wildcat-ish formation.
Francis split out wide to the right. And Shank's going to pull it, and boy, he's going to be met in the
right
backfield.
there.
That's going to be a loss of 2 there.
Yeah, that's a big loss there for the Missiles on that 3rd down play. Little read option there. Truthfully, can't really say that Evan made the wrong read here, but the Broncos just had that bottled up. Number 70 in there right away there, Briggs. That's a big kid. 6'5", 249.
Loss of about 3. Francis back to punt here.
Yeah.
On 4th and 6.
Broncos have nobody back currently.
Francis gonna get off. Yep, Broncos
got a
were
good
just playing
boot
safe.
on it too. That's going to take a Missiles bounce.
Inside the 20, right at the 15.
Right at the 15. The officials are going to love that. Didn't go out of bounds, but it's right on a nice line.
Nice punt there by
5 minutes, 6 seconds left in the first
Kyson Francis, or if you were listening earlier, Nasik Siknarf,
Yeah,
spelled backwards.
Siknarf is.
I like Siknarf maybe better.
Siknarf is a solid name.
Yeah, Siknarf keeping stats over there too for the
Yeah.
Missiles.
We need the Missiles to match, though, some of that Siknarf energy that we've seen on the sideline there by the leader of the streaks there, Coach Francis on the sideline sometimes keeping stats.
I believe he's probably ended games sweatier than Kyson has.
Oh, yeah.
5:06 to go. Broncos 1st and 10, ball on their own 15-yard line. See if the defense can step up for the Missiles again here, Kurt. Force a turnover.
Yeah, they've really relied on their defense so far tonight.
Pitch it to Schofield. Schofield off the right. Not much doing there.
No, Missiles able to string that play out, allowing nothing to be cut back up there by Schofield.
I believe Francis was on the stop over there. Gain of 3 there for Schofield. 4:45 to go in this first half. And Tom Neubauer's checked in. Tom said, checking in from the Quad Cities. Straightest lines he's ever seen on the field, he said. 2nd down and 7. Ball on their own 18-yard line.
Field does look good, as always, here at Floyd Dobb Field. Oh,
Grilliot did put a double move there on Francis, but ball was short.
Yeah, Grilliot, I think, had Francis beat there with kind of a little up and under move there on him. If that ball's thrown in front of Grilliot, I think the Broncos could be looking at a touchdown.
So 3rd and 7 now. Clock stops. 4:15 mark.
Francis has gotten some defensive reps this year, but usually not a starter. He is filling in tonight for Jaden Promenschenkel. Again, methodically going to the sideline, getting the play, bringing it back in.
Yeah, the slowing it down when the clock stopped doesn't really do you any good. But gonna hand it to Bissell. Bissell off the right side, gets out of one tackle. Gonna be short a couple yards, but he's gonna just all of a sudden he squirted out of the pack there, Kurt.
Say nobody could quite wrap him up initially there. Luckily Spencer Nye was able to bring him down before he reached the first down marker, but a manageable fourth down here.
Fourth down and
for
one
the
game and
Broncos.
6 for Bissell.
Bissell running hard, saying give me the ball more often too. No Schofield on the field for this fourth down play.
Fourth down and 1. Briggs back to punt here, being that they're on their own 24-yard line, unless they change their mind. Briggs, low snap, but does get it away. Shank gonna let it bounce. And
he's got nobody in front of him. He's got time to pick this up.
Pick it up at his own 35, up to the 50, 48-yard line. Nice return there by Evan Shank.
Hard return there by Evan Shank to get that ball up in the Broncos territory. Now the Missiles offense really does need to wake up here. I hate saying that because I sometimes hear that yelled at volleyball games, and I'm like, I don't think yelling "wake up" has ever really worked for anybody, but it kind of does seem that like that's just what needs to happen here.
Yes, waiting for the Missile offense to finally click into gear here. First and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Bronco 48-yard line.
Got to find their groove here. Find what works.
Francis under center, double tight end set with Mickelson and Saunders in there at tight ends. Nye and Shank in the backfield. Francis going to drop back to pass. He's going to be pressured by Sadi right away. Francis going to have to just chuck it, and it's caught. No, ball hit the ground. Evan couldn't quite get the hands under it. Good pressure there right away by Sadi coming through on the line.
Pressure there right away by number 23, Matt Sadi. 5'10", 156-pound junior. Not allowing Kyson to set up and look at his receivers there. He might have had Parker Saunders deep. Had to escape their pressure there. Again, when you can't get your feet set, it's hard to get that ball away and off.
Mickelson split out wide to the left. Is anybody going to cover him? Finally, Sadi does go over there.
Sadi decides he probably should.
Francis pistol formation, just pitch it to Nye. Nye's got room off the left side. There's an opening. He's across the 35 inside the 30. Nice gainer there for the Missiles and Spencer Nye's longest run of the night.
Missiles finally got something going there. That was a good play there, just getting Spencer started on that little pitch. Brock Comprud there, number 7, able to push him out of bounds after a big gain, though, that finally moves the chains here for the Missiles.
Gain of 20 for Spencer Nye. First and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Bronco 28-yard line. 2:53 to go here in this opening half. Missiles 6, Bronco 0. Yes, you did not hear me wrong. Milledgeville 6, Orangeville 0. We're just about through the first half here. Great effort so far tonight by the Broncos. Pistol formation for the Missiles.
Very pleased with what they've came out and done so far.
Little shovel pass to Shank. Shank off the right side, following the block of Mickelson. Makes a cut, makes another man miss, and he's going to take it to the house for a Missile touchdown. Evan Shank did a nice job reading the block there by Mickelson, Kurt, and then ran through a couple arm tackles.
Did a nice job setting that up to let Mickelson come out and get him one block, and then, a couple arm tackle attempts there by the Broncos. You're not going to bring Evan Shank down arm tackling. So he was able to break through there and punch the second score for the Missiles. First one by the offense.
Yeah, here's the replay.
Their two biggest plays of the night for the Missiles come back to back when they needed it.
First missed tackles, I believe, of the night for the Broncos, Kurt. They've been very sound all night tackling, except for that play in 8-man football. It takes one, and I think he had 2 missed tackles there.
Able to run through 2 missed tackles that time.
Francis under center. Now they spread it out, go Nye out of the Wildcat formation. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. High snap. Nye going to have to make some guys miss. Goes through one, goes through another, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. Spencer Nye runs in the 2-pointer. 2:23 to go here in this opening half. Milledgeville 14, Orangeville 0. We'll be back on the Missiles Media Network. right, welcome back here. Sorry, came back a little bit late. Brooks charging batteries, running around here with a chicken with his head cut off here.
Brooks is going to need his own battery charge here if any more of that happens.
What was his name backwards again?
Brooks? Oh,
that was...
Is it Scroob? It'd be Scroob.
Scroob?
Nosniklil. Scroob Nosniklil running all over the place. He's going to need his battery charge later tonight. But what you missed was a Missiles onside kick recovered by the Missiles.
Wyatt Ebersole coming away with it. That was another.
Ball kind of kicked around a bunch of times there.
Or if you were listening earlier, that'd be Tewa Iluserby. That's a good one too. Wyatt Ebersole on the recovery. A couple of Missiles had a chance. It was free there for a minute.
It was never really recovered there by the Broncos at all. It did bounce off one of them.
Francis to Shank, middle screen, and he's off to the races. Shank, 30, 20, 15, 10, and he's in for a Missile touchdown. Shank goes 54 yards, and there's the offense we know and love, Kurt.
Say, there's the electricity that we're used to seeing from the Milledgeville Missiles offense. That little tunnel, middle, bubble, I don't know any technical terms. I mean, I kind of do, but.
Kind of tunnel screen, they call it, or midline, whatever.
Yep.
Shank, 54 yards.
Got a little bit of a block here by Parker Saunders, but the rest was on him there. Almost ran down there by Schofield. Missiles punch it in.
First catch of the game for Evan Shank, and 15 seconds after they last scored, Kurt, the Missiles are on the board again here. They lead 20-0.
Yeah, able to capitalize on the momentum of that onside kick and the previous score.
Francis pitches it to Shank. He's going to have to make a host of Broncos miss.
Almost had to have make all 8 Broncos miss that time. I did it too.
2-point conversion, no good. 2:08 to go here in this first half. Missiles 20, Broncos 0. We'll be back on the Missiles Media Network. To Shank, middle screen, and he's off to the races. Shank, 30, 20, 15, 10, and he's in for a Missile touchdown. Shank goes 54 yards, and there's the Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. Kyle Leach and Kurt Folk. K&K Show live once again. The Missiles 2 touchdowns in 15 seconds here, Kurt, to extend the lead to 20-0.
Yeah, I think the Broncos still have to be feeling pretty good about the half that they've put in, but a little deflating here that the Missiles were able to score 2 times in a row in 15 seconds. Yeah.
Yep.
I think Spencer and I had already kind of set the ball up.
Once you set the tee down, I don't think you can change it.
Yeah.
Yep. So the Missiles have had a lot of success on the onside kicks this year, Kurt.
Yeah.
Spencer and I put kicks a really good ball for that.
One of the best onside kick balls I've seen in a while.
That one not so much.
A little too hard, yeah. A little too hard that time, unless that would have somehow caught the chest there of Bissell. But Bissell able to give that just a little step over and watch that ball roll out of bounds.
So 1st and 10 for the Broncos. So, yeah. Coach Kramer asking there should be a flag on that play as well, unless it hit a Bronco on the way out.
It might have touched Bissell, like it might have skimmed him a little bit.
Yep, here comes the flag out. Coach Roble bends down to his knees after that flag comes out. Looking rather dapper in his black Black polo with the large orange stripe and small gray one underneath, khaki shorts. And as always, go-to, orange and white Missile golf shoes.
Shoe game on point as usual for Coach Roble there.
We haven't brought up much of his.
No, we haven't really
he's
been in the
wearing
Coach
pretty
Roble
more consistent this year.
Yeah. I think he rocks that polo a lot this year.
Yep.
Coach Roble was able to take a group of kids to his alma mater yesterday for a college visit, Augustana College.
Comprud to Schofield, quick hitter right up the middle, tackled by Mickelson, gain of 5.
Volleyball players on my team that went with Coach Roble told me that he showed them all the places he used to eat.
They didn't see a statue
no,
down there?
they didn't. Nope.
That sounds like a trip he would supervise.
Yeah. Possibly, though, most impressed with the fact that they saw him take a selfie in front of one of the buildings. It was like Coach Roble took a selfie. Well, us old people do that sometimes, too.
So see if the Missiles want to try to get the ball back here, Kurt, or if they're content going up in the half 20-0. The Broncos do not seem real concerned about trying to score here before the half. They're more concerned just running the clock out.
You'd think
Comprud going to be quarterback keeper. Gets out of Ray Horn, but not out of Sarber.
He's going to stay in bounds. This clock's going to be running.
Timeout called by Milledgeville.
Comprud did a nice job there eluding both Living Good and Nye. You had those two cousins running at you. I'd probably try to avoid that collision too.
So that was a collision over there between, I believe, yes, Sarber.
Yeah.
He avoided a couple tackles, got out of Rayhorn first, eluded Living Good, and then met by Sarber. The kid only knows 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Loss of 2 on the play. For Comprud, going to bring up 3rd and 7. The Missiles did take a timeout, trying to get the ball back here before the half.
Yeah, Missiles would love to put another score on the board if they can. Kind of shocked that the Broncos aren't being a little more aggressive to try and get a score up too. But like we said, they got to be pretty happy with the 20-0 score going in the halftime here. Probably a little disappointed they allowed those 2 back-to-back touchdowns. But all in all, a good game plan and a good game being put together here by the Broncos.
Ryan Daler, did you see where we old people take lots of selfies with people that wear red? True story.
Those are
there.
the best kind of selfies.
So 3rd down and 7. 1:13 to go here in this first half. Ball on the Missile 49-yard line. See what Coach Kramer has dialed up here for the Broncos. Comprud under center, Schofield in the backfield. Winged out is Bissell. Hand it to Schofield. He's met right there by Living Good. Ebersol there as well.
Ebersol, Saber. Able to help Living Good there, push him back.
No gain on the play.
Going to take another timeout here.
So we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back on the Missiles Media Network. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. The score was Stockton 5 minutes ago in the second quarter, leading EPC 30-8. Morrison was all over Dakota 27-0 at the half. Let's once again see what Coach Kramer has dialed up here for. We assume punting situation, but maybe not, Kurt.
Yeah, going to go.
Yeah, they are going to go for it.
Not give the ball back to the Missiles, hopefully.
Or they're just going to try to jump. Nope, Comprud's going to snap it. Dropping back, gonna be pushed, pressured by Living Good, just gonna heave it.
Be dangerous. Oh, but
and it's gonna be caught, but I believe he's gonna be short.
Yeah, had to come back for it. Ended up being short of the first down there. Caught that
Short
between
by a yard, I do believe.
three
It might be a
missile players.
measurement.
33-yard line. It'll be Milledgeville ball, 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, Missiles, or not Missile, was that Grilliot that came back and caught that
really
6?
came back and ended up catching that ball, and it was close to the first down there, but he caught that between 3 missiles that
Yeah, it looked like that was going to be intercepted for sure when he let that go. Was a wounded duck that he threw there, but Grilliot did a nice job coming back to catch it, but a yard short. Missiles take over. 1st and 10, ball on their own 43-yard line, 55 seconds to go. Francis, little reversal to Shank. Shank gets by one, cannot get by the other. He's looking to get out of bounds, and he cannot. Clock's going to keep going.
Yeah.
I believe Coach Rowell might have to take a timeout here. He's going to let it go. Nice tackle. Was that Comprud on the stop there?
Yeah, Comprud out here with the nice tackle of Shank.
Open field tackle. Nice work there by the Broncos. Gain of 3 for Shank. 2nd down and 7. Ball on the 40, on their own 46. Francis, shotgun formation, 26 seconds. Francis gonna air it out deep to Shank and overthrows him.
Pass is incomplete.
19 seconds remaining for this first half.
And Francis threw a good ball there, had a little problem there getting his grip, and just overshot Shank.
3rd down and 7 as we're real close to getting this first half in an hour, Kurt.
Yeah.
We haven't had a first
We've
quarter
not had that
in an hour all year,
It's
hardly.
usually 8 o'clock by the end of the first quarter. Broncos playing a great game. Good to see some of their fans on our YouTube stream as well. They've put in a great effort so far, have the Broncos.
So 3rd down and 7. Francis takes a snap. And it's intercepted. Briggs chooses to run over Francis instead of trying to, but I don't think he's probably going to elude him anyway. But
Briggs was going to necessarily outrun Francis, but he went a little head hunting there and decided, I'm probably not scoring. I'm going to get the most out of this.
2nd turnover of the game for the Missiles.
Ill-advised throw there by Francis. You're not going to get that ball necessarily over the top of 6'5" there, Briggs.
Nathan Briggs with the stop. Now the Broncos still, believe, have 1 timeout remaining if they want to try to put one in the end zone here. But luckily Francis was in the way, although there was nothing but green grass and Francis, and Briggs just tried to bulldoze him.
Briggs decided he was going head hunting there after him. I was hoping to make a whoop call with Briggs there. I thought he was going to maybe try and juke him, hit that R1, R2 button.
Comprud, play action, but he's going to be chased flush by Living Good. Trying to get to the edge, throws it incomplete, looking for Sadi.
Now 2nd down.
Yeah, they just can't get Comprud enough time here to really get set up and
Living
unload
Good
the ball.
just keeps wrecking everything.
Yeah. Living Good breaking through the
Duke
line
Neville
right away. So it's going to be tough here for the Broncos to get this ball to the end zone unless they can get Comprud set up with enough time to set up and chuck a ball here.
You know, the Leach kids have broke into the building as well as a Daler.
Oh, and a Daler.
Oh my goodness.
We'll let anybody in here.
I guess if a Daler kid's going to be in, we'd rather it be Emery.
Yeah.
And the Broncos are going to take a timeout, so we'll take a quick one with them. 7 seconds remaining. We'll be back on the Missile Media Network. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. 7.6 seconds remaining for this first half. A very good ball game this first half.
Yeah.
Missiles lead 20-0. Scoring twice in 15 seconds to break this game a little bit open.
Otherwise, this is probably a 6-0 game here. 2 quick scores there by the Missiles.
Comproot drops back to pass. Has a little bit of time. Chucks it up for Schofield. Knocked down nicely by Shank.
Gonna have another shot at it.
Dewey on the clock upstairs. Stops it with 0.5 seconds. He's always right on it.
Always right on top. No home clock advantage here for anybody. Dewey staying fair.
Nothing gets by Dewey, that's for sure. He is right on the trigger.
We need to get shirts that say that.
Or then the Missile, if the Broncos score on this final play, he might get stuff thrown at him as he goes to the concession stand.
Might have to skip that halftime concession
Although this
break.
is not last week's crowd. There shouldn't be any of that going on.
No.
Hopefully he doesn't have to yell at anybody outside of the crow's nest tonight.
Well, if people would just understand rules, that wouldn't need to happen.
Yes, last year's opponent did not. 3rd down and 10, and there's a clock violation. Make it 3rd and 15.
The 5-yard penalty.
He's straight across from us on the 50.
So 3rd down and 15. 0.5 seconds remaining.
He's got that green sweatshirt on his waist. He's got a yellow shirt on.
As speaking of Brian Daler, is Mel Daler a hero today? I heard she killed a wasp the size of a dog.
Wow.
In Miss Ferguson's room, I believe. So went in there, took care of it.
Good thing I was not on the first floor, the size of a dog.
Yeah, it was impressive from what the stories I've been told.
Yeah.
Comproot drops back to pass. Gonna air it out, and that finds the 20-yard line out of bounds.
The sideline.
And that's going to do it here. After 1 half of play, Milledgeville 20 and the Broncos 0. First half stats first for the Broncos here. Schofield 11 carries, 25 yards. Bissell 4 carries for 1. Comproot 3 for 15. Through the air, 1 for 8 for 6 yards for Comproot. Those 6 yards coming to Grilliot. 3 penalties for 15 yards and 1 turnover here for the Broncos. Now but they also had a punt blocked for a score. Now for the Missiles, Spencer Nye, 8 rushes for 51 yards. He also had a block punt, the Missiles' first score, block punt and a recovery for a touchdown. Evan Shank, 9 carries for 51 yards and a touchdown through the air. Kyson Francis, just 3 for 9, 78 yards and a touchdown. 18 yards to Spencer Nye, 54 yards on that touchdown to Evan Shank. 2 turnovers for the Missiles and just kind of a sloppy first half here, Kurt.
Yeah, you got to imagine that the Missiles are kind of getting the riot act read to them in the locker room at halftime here. It cannot be the half the Missiles were expecting. I mean, if you look at the game, we got a 6-0 Milledgeville Missile team coming in, ranked number 1 in the state versus the 2-4 Broncos. So on the Missiles end, they cannot be happy with the way the offense has played, the defense controlling this game, commanding the game, doing what they've done truthfully all year. We know we have a good defense, but the offense has got to come out and find some consistency and some fire, a little bit of energy there, get things going. For the Broncos, I think they have to be very happy with their first half. Again, I think everybody sort of expected a running clock game coming in here. The Broncos said, no, thank you. We got athletes too. We got players too. We're going to make our tackles. We're going to do what we need to do on defense, and we're going to slow this offense down by slowing the game down as well. So a good game plan by the Broncos, and they got to be happy only down 20 here in the first half.
Yes, I would say so.
Yep, I would say so. So, yeah, great first half there by the Broncos. Missiles just a little bit sloppy, but when you can be a little bit sloppy and still lead 20-0, you don't feel too bad either. But, yeah, I'd imagine Coach Robles not the happiest here at halftime.
No. Say just a sloppy performance, like no other way to say it, just a sloppy performance. Very little energy by the Missiles offense, but also credit to the Broncos defense, coming in tough, making the tackles when they needed to. Missiles able to get a special team score and then break really 3 big plays. The Spencer Nye 18-yard run followed by the Evan Shank touchdown. The onside kick is huge. Then immediately a score right after that, again, the Evan Shank. So that's the ball game there.
Yep, so once again, your score here at the half, Milledgeville 20, Orangeville 0. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back with the junior tackle championship team here in Coach Francis right after this short timeout. Streaks football program, head coach by Kurt Francis, Jared and I believe as well. We got 4 of the 8th graders here from the program that we're going to talk. Recapping the game, you guys knocked off West Carroll, an undefeated West Carroll team, 38-18 on Tuesday night at Mount Carroll. So first, who wants to go first? State your name and the position you played.
Bramley Nye, and I play running back.
Cashton Johnson, and I play fullback and tight end.
Camden Francis, and I played quarterback.
Max Remmers, and I played fullback and tight end.
All right, thank you, boys. So you guys had lost to West Carroll during the regular season on your home field, I believe. Was that, or no, that was out in Savannah.
Up in Savannah, yeah.
Up in Savannah, but went there last Tuesday. What was the difference? One at a time here, or somebody take this away. What was the difference this time as opposed to last time?
Cam?
I don't know. We scouted for him better, and we had more plays.
Anybody else?
Go ahead, Cash.
We had a lot of like different formations, and yeah.
Bramley, what happened the first game, Bramley?
What was the problem in the first? Coaching?
No, we just couldn't move the ball and couldn't get anywhere.
Okay.
I mean, we were in a dogfight, 6-6, right at half. I mean, it was 6-6 going into half, and they made adjustments, and we didn't, right? Mm-hmm. And they're a good team, and they put it on us in the first game. So.
Yep, but no, that's awesome to win that game 38-18 and get the championship on that final night. We'll talk about a lot of you guys have brothers on this team, or even your dads were former Missile players. But what's something you like about this current Missile squad, or what do you like watching this current Missile team? What's your favorite thing to watch? Bram, go ahead.
Probably putting 60 points up against teams and stuff.
All right. Anybody?
Good teams.
Yep, Cash. What do you like watching this team?
My favorite thing to watch in this team was when we won against Amboy.
Okay.
Yeah, my favorite thing was probably when we won against Amboy too.
All right, Max.
I think they have like really good leaders this year. That's why like the team's like the best it's been in like a very long time.
Yep, leadership, close group. It seems like. All right, let's see. What was it like? You guys were there Tuesday, but I also heard what was it like having the members of the high school team on the sidelines there. I believe Tuesday night they came to support you guys. What did that mean to you guys?
That like they wanted to show support for us.
Gave us a little bit different energy, right? I mean, the coaches were into it, the players were into it. You know, they were kind of scouting things out for us a little bit. It was pretty cool, wasn't it, to have them all there?
Yeah.
Ash, what did you think about it?
I thought that it was very like memorable and everything like that.
Yep, like I said, most of you guys have older brothers on this current team or have had older brothers on the current team. And dads, legends, former Missile legend. Who's bigger shoes to fill, your brothers or your dads?
Brothers.
Cash?
Probably my brothers.
Yeah. Cam, what do you say?
Probably my brothers.
For sure.
All right. And let's see, what are your favorite Coach Francis sayings from practice, or Coach Nye? Anything that they keep PG rated, anything that they do on the sideline?
Cash catch the ball.
Cash catch the ball. Who says that?
Jared.
Coach Nye. Any other sayings?
No.
Nothing? All right. And Coach Francis here, does he dance more coaching or keeping stats during the football game here? Where it's keeping stats?
No, he dances more.
Coaching or keeping stats?
I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah, I think I'm a little bit more enthusiastic out here keeping stats.
Yeah, Jared's more of like the coach. And
What's up with that, Cash?
All right. A couple more questions here. Being with your dad's played as well, do you guys know what a VHS tape is?
Yeah.
You do. Have you seen your dads on film at all, watching the VHS tapes? No? You haven't seen film from your dads? No? Okay. I'm surprised you know what a VHS tape is, though, Bram. That's pretty good. All right, last question here. What are you looking forward to most next year as you guys put the Missile jerseys on for the first time next year? What are you looking forward to most coming into high school next year?
Winning.
Winning?
the pregame meals.
Pre-game meals.
Winning.
Winning? Max?
Winning.
All right. Well, these guys are good.
Better win.
Yep. Guess you better win. This team is setting a pretty high bar for you. So, and hopefully they go all the way this year to make that goal really lofty for you guys. Any other final thoughts? All right. Well, once again, that's our Chadwick Streaks junior tackle program, Chadwick Milledgeville Polo junior tackle program. They knocked off West Carroll 38-18, winning the conference championship. So, thank you guys for joining me, and good luck next year.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back here to the Floyd Dobb Field here. Kyle Leach, joined by Kurt Folk. Second half action ready to go. The Missiles leading 20-0. Had a great chat there with the Streaks Junior Tackle Program. Congrats to Coach Nye, Coach Francis.
Yeah, good job by them, and congratulations on that season. Coming back, beating a team that you previously lost to, not easy to do. And the boys were able to pull it off.
Yeah, Max Remmers, Cash Johnson, Bramley Nye, Camden Francis. Congratulations, guys.
Uh-oh.
Spencer Nye's kick, not going to go 10 yards.
Onside kick does not go 10 yards. So it'll be first and
Probably not the kick the Missiles wanted there, but their defense is going to have to step up now and not allow to do what they haven't allowed at all yet today, and allow this Broncos defense to find, or offense to find the end zone.
Broncos didn't move the ball a couple times, but not a whole lot of luck.
Yeah, able to get some chunk plays here and there occasionally on some quarterback scrambles. Otherwise, held pretty much in check here by this Missiles defense.
Yep, same defense. You got Mickelson and Ray Horn on the line, Livingood, Saber, Nye, Ebersole, Francis, and Shank. Hand off to Schofield. Ran into his own lineman there for a while there, Kurt, before a missile could get to him. But
I would like to say good penetration there by the Missiles, but I think Schofield just kind of ran right into the back of 56 there, Comprud.
1-yard gain is now 2nd and 9 from the 48.
And down and 9 from the
Schofield hit the wrong hole there, I think.
Second down and 9. Comprud once again letting the play clock wind down. First play of the game, and they're winding it under 10 seconds. We're okay with that.
Yeah.
And to Schofield, we love it, actually. Gain of one more, Sarber and Livingood on the stop.
It's like stalling in a basketball game when you're losing.
Yes.
Okay. Hold the ball.
Yes. Second down and 7. My dad said the field looks great.
Yes, it does.
Said it did. We did get a few drops of rain twice this week.
Twice this week.
Not a ton either time, but
no.
It's like, what is this falling out of the sky?
Yeah, I thought I was crying on Monday for a second, but no, it's just rain.
Does it look like a maybe chance on Monday again? We'll see. 3rd and 8 here for the Broncos. Comprud under center. Gonna play action to Schofield. He's gonna gets out of the tackle of Mickelson.
Right.
Pressured and nearly intercepted by Ebersole. Pass falls incomplete.
Mickelson with a chance here for a sack. He was able to elude Mickelson there. Was Comprud. Threw it behind his receiver again there. Ebersole had a chance. His chance at a second. He's had 2 chances and interceptions tonight. He wasn't able to come away with.
Maybe.
Next week, Wyatt will probably be wearing receiver gloves.
That's maybe why he's playing defense and not offense.
Yeah, that happens.
4th down and 7 or 8. Briggs back to punt here for the Broncos. Nye standing inside his own 15. And that one aimed out of bounds. I believe most likely on purpose.
Yeah.
See where they mark it.
Mark the up at about the 28-yard line.
A little surprised they didn't pick the 30, to be honest with you,
I thought
Kurt.
they were going to go straight to the 30 or the 25 there. Who's going to question it, really?
Correct. So 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 28-yard line.
Interested to see here what adjustments, if any, the Missiles made here at halftime. Starting it off right away with Evan Shank taking the snap with Kyson Francis spread out.
Wildcat formation.
To his right. There's
Yep, and there's one. Coach Grenoble just tossed the Roadhouse menu.
The Roadhouse menu has hit the ground.
Who picked that up over there? Is that Sheldon?
That's Sheldon. Made sure he got that back.
Yeah. Not what you want to coming out the first play.
Not the start we were hoping for in the second half here after not our best offensive effort in the first half. Brad's got to shake off that, all those peanut dust there from Texas Roadhouse 4 and see what he's got on the menu.
Maybe he can't grab it. Does he have mittens on tonight? It wouldn't surprise me if he had mittens. Shank on the carry. Nice run up the middle, dragging a Bronco defender with him along for the ride is Gristle, or Grilliot.
Yeah,
Gristle.
Grilliot was along for the ride there for a little bit with Shank before he could bring him down. This was going to go no huddle. Kind of go the opposite here.
Gain of 8 for Shank. 2nd down and 7. Francis under center, hand it once again to Shank. He runs right in and bounces off her.
Yeah.
Briggs.
I don't think Briggs knew that Shank had the ball there. Evan ran right into him.
It'll be 3rd down and 3 from the 35.
Orangeville trying to slow the game down. Missle's going to see what they can do by speeding things up.
3rd down and 3. Francis to Shank. He's got blocker out front. Makes one man miss. Now Evans off to the races. Going to be stepped out of bounds, though, at the 47-yard line. Gain of 12.
Yeah, that was a good pickup out here by this line judge. He definitely stepped out of bounds with his right foot here along this sideline. Missiles hurrying things up here, not allowing Orangeville time to set much up.
Shank bounced around like a pinball.
Yeah. Going pitch the other way now.
Pitch
Finds
to
the hole.
Shank. Oh, and he got tripped up there.
Yeah. It was Evans' birthday this week as well. It's Coach Cal's birthday tonight.
11 more for Shank, so the Missiles have found something they like here offensively. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Francis under center, double tight end set. Francis drops back to pass. Oh, falling down again. Caught by Saunders.
Out of bounds, though.
Out of bounds.
Got some footing problems here tonight for Kyson.
If he's got his cleats on, or if he's still in his homecoming dancing shoes.
Maybe he's wearing his dancing shoes. Got a little flat bottoms there to Kyson tonight. Maybe that's it. I said this term this week in volleyball, and the girls just laughed at me, but maybe we're experiencing a little bit of a homecoming hangover here this week from all the hype and festivities of last week.
2nd down and 10. Francis drops back to pass. Has Spencer 9. Pushed out of bounds there by Comprew.
Yeah, a little
Near
quick
the
hitter.
35, 36-yard.
Underneath that time, the Spencer 9 on the
gain of 6.
Out route.
3rd down and 4. Francis quickly under center once again, just to 9-9. Off to the races, not quite. Nice tackle. Comfort slowed him down, but going to be enough for a Missile 1st down. 36 down to the 25, gain of 11 more for Spencer 9.
Yeah, Comprud and Gurley able to slow that down there for the Missiles. Otherwise, he had a lot, or for the Broncos. Otherwise, he had a lot of green grass in front of him. Going the other way now.
Quick hitter to 9 once again. Schofield on the stop. Gain of 6, maybe 7. Box operators got to be quick tonight for the Missiles.
Making
who is running
work
that
there.
Tonight? Yep, Jared. Yep, he's got to be on his game.
Orangeville's going to take a timeout here.
Yep, Coach Kramer going to take a timeout. With that, we'll take one with them. 7:52 to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back on the Missiles Media Network. Welcome back here. 2nd down and 4 for the Missiles. Francis under center. Saunders and Mickelson the tight ends. Shank and 9 in the backfield. I formation behind Francis, and it looks like they got him to jump.
Yeah.
Always got to watch that coming out of a timeout, Kurt.
Yeah, so that's a good time to pull that off as long as your guys can stay disciplined. That's going to move the chains here for the Missiles.
My brother wanted to know if maybe the paint had something to do with the midfield logo. Is that extra slipperier? I don't think so. Kyson's been slipping all night.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, can't quite find his footing there when he's dropping back tonight, Ken Francis.
You can tell the grass has a little dew on it.
Yeah.
Looks,
you know, it didn't rain long today, but it came down fairly hard.
Little
there
shovel pass to Shank. Shank off the left side. He's going to race into the end zone. That's your favorite touchdown pass.
Yeah.
Shank goes 14 yards from Francis.
Nothing better than a little 2-inch shovel pass right in front of you to pad your passing stats. I have Kyson Francis in my health class, and his goal, discussing goals in life, his goal is to be the all-time I8FA passing leader. Little plays like that will help get you there.
Connor Nye is that current leader.
Yeah. That's who he wants to surpass.
I believe the Pawnee guy is coming up on Connor, though.
He is. He's moving, and he's still playing. He's only a junior himself.
There's another one to Shank. Little shovel pass once again. Shank runs it in. 2-point conversion good. 7:46 to go here in this third quarter. Milledgeville 28. Orangeville 0. We'll be back on the Missiles Media Network. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. Francis to Shank for 14 yards. We got the Helfrich family pork chop sale coming up October 16th during the volleyball game against Polo from 5 p.m. sponsored by the Boosters. All money will go to the Helfrich family. So the main entrance to the Milledgeville School come support.
Yeah.
Fundraiser next Wednesday, I believe.
Thursday. Yep. And stay for what's sure to be a good volleyball game too. There's the Lady Missiles take on the Marcos, friends and foes.
And rumor has it,
yeah,
the game will be broadcast by the Missile Media Network.
Yeah, at least the K show, or we could go K and K if you want to mic me up on the sideline.
Maybe we'll have auditions this week.
Yeah.
Grilliot on the return.
I don't know what people would think if I was mic'd up on the sideline during the game.
That could get interesting.
Yeah. Make sure we got the mute if I am mic'd up.
It's always a fun matchup when the Marcos and the Missiles meet. You guys knocked them off earlier this year in Polo. And we'll get to bracket talk as well, Kurt. I did not even happen to look, and I haven't mentioned
Yeah, they came out today.
I'm sure you probably have a pretty easy road to a regional.
Yeah, anybody in our subsectional and regional has got a super easy road to a regional victory. It wasn't a stacked regional at all over there on the east side.
Bissell lost 2 on that play. Living good, Mickelson on the stop. So which regional did you draw officially?
We will be at West Carroll, so Mount Carroll this year. We got the 5th seed overall in the subsectional. That put us up against the number 12 seed Pecatonica. We'll play on the 28th of October at 7 o'clock in Mount Carroll at West Carroll High School.
Pitch to Schofield, pushed out of bounds by 9, gained about 2, maybe 3. So so does that put you against possibly the 4 seed in the next round then?
Yes.
Is that how that worked out, which would be Eastland?
Which is Eastland, if everything were to go as seedings.
So the 1 seed there is?
Yeah, the 1 seed there is Galena.
Okay.
So that sent the 2 and 3 seeds, Stockton and Fulton.
Congratulations, Fulton. You're going to Duran. That's just an easy drive.
That's an easy drive for you guys. Fulton somehow finding themselves in the East.
Oh, man, that's those 2 regionals.
Yeah.
6, at least 5, maybe 6 teams that would be favorites any other year to win a regional title.
Any other year to win a regional title. And one of those, 2 of those teams are, 3 of those teams
regional
are not.
title and then some.
Yeah.
Bissell on the carry.
Tackle made by Spencer Nye.
Or no, that's Schofield, I believe.
Ball's now on the
Yep, that was Schofield.
Yeah, that was Schofield. Coming off a little gimpy now with Schofield.
Gain of 3 more. 15 carries for anybody that carries 15 times against this Missile defense is going to feel it.
Yeah. We've seen that all year from this Missiles defense. We've seen some people think better of their runs sometimes after taking the hits that Living Good and Nye and Saber can deliver. Evan Shank coming up and delivering some nice hits.
Briggs to punt. Skies this one out of bounds. Missiles will take over somewhere around their 40. But with that, Brooks will pull up the logo here as well. We want to thank Miss Daler, Miss Kemmer's third grade class, especially Lucas Scriver, I believe, that came up with a new logo for the K&K show. So shout out to the third grade class as the logo looks great. We'll pull it up on the screen now. There it is. So, yes, thank you very much. All the logos they did look fantastic.
If you have a chance on Facebook, I believe on our Chadwick Milledgeville Facebook page, you get a chance to scroll through all the logos there. I think Miss Daler, Miss Kemmer have kind of shared it themselves too as well. Great job by all of them.
Not gonna lie, I love the old school orange helmets with the white face mask. A classic look.
Those kids had the opportunity to sit down for an interview with third grader Lucas Scriver, ask us a few questions about the production and what we do, and that's what he came up with. Did a great job, did Lucas.
Yes, he did. Well, we polled the third grade class, too. We'll go over that information. Francis takes a shotgun snap, going to air it out. He's got Spencer Nye, the touchdown guy, in stride. He's in the 20, 10, 5 for a missile, touchdown. Francis to Spencer Nye, and I don't think you could get any more wide open, Kurt.
Probably the most wide open I've potentially seen somebody in my life there. Some missed assignment there by a Broncos defender. And truthfully, that moment probably harder than it looks for Spencer Nye, because he knew nobody was around him, and all he had to do was catch it. And
we'll have to ask you, what is more nerve-wracking, catching it right, good coverage, or completely by yourself?
I got him, and that almost had to be more nerve-wracking than catching it being covered, because he had time to let that process, and he did a nice job catching that ball.
See the missile flag running down the sideline. Has that happened before? I guess, have they had the flag all season?
They've had the flag a few times.
First time it's caught my eye over there. Francis fakes it to Shank, now gives it to Nye, and he wiggles his way in. 2-point conversion good. 5:49 to go in the third quarter. Milledgeville 36, Orangeville 0. We'll be back on the Missile Media Network. Welcome back here, the K&K Show. Hello, everybody.
Hi there, everybody. Thanks for watching and listening in.
Get Dewey Harris up above. Did you get Dewey up above us as well? Illinois' biggest fan, Dewey Harris, running the clock up above, getting in some love.
There he is. Spencer Nye's going to send this one deep. Grilliot's got it.
Across the 30, near the 35, 34-yard line.
Tackle made by Spencer Nye.
I don't think. Thought it was dirty. He didn't try. He fell awkwardly there, but he tried to help him up, but pushed out of bounds there. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. But yeah, we polled the third graders. We were talking. The third graders created the new K&K logo. Surprising poll here, Kurt, of their favorite missile athlete. We just did volleyball, football to start the year, but each class, Kemmerer and Daler, we polled both of them. Daler's class, favorite male or favorite football player, freshman Tyler Stepp. That was a surprise.
Yeah, that's nothing against Tyler.
No.
You just a new freshman coming in. You don't know how many third graders are going to necessarily know him.
Schofield's off to the races. He made a man miss, and nobody's going to catch him. Schofield goes 66 yards, and that kid's lightning in a bottle there, Kurt, and there you seen it.
Yeah, we just saw why Schofield is the leading rusher in I-8FA there. Burst of speed, shifty maneuvers in the field, or in the midfield. Eluded some tackles, broke through some tackles, made Kyson Francis kind of has to turn around and pick up his jockstrap there now, I believe. And he took that one to the house for the Broncos' first score.
Yep, there you seen the elusiveness. He's been bottled up all night, but breaks one loose, 66 yards, and the Broncos are on the board here, 36-6.
My mom checking in on the YouTube stream from Sioux Falls, South Dakota this weekend. Again, chasing nephew football dreams.
Comprue completes it to Sadi. Conversion good. 5:33 here to go in this third quarter. Milledgeville 36, Orangeville 8. With that, we'll take a quick timeout right here on the Missile Media Network. Back here. And our senior football cards up here as we go through. As the Broncos answer back here. Missile score 36-8. Briggs set to kick it off for the Broncos.
Lining up for a potential onside kickoff here, I would say. Way he's angled. So when he is able to get to go 10 yards, but it's
Saber, I
covered
believe.
up over there by Saber.
Or Bellick Rebras.
Rebras covers it up. I think we were talking before that break, the third grade results of their favorite missile.
Yes.
Going to Tyler Stepp, freshman Tyler Stepp.
He was the favorite boy in Daler's class. The favorite football player in Kemmer's class was Benny Mickelson.
All right.
And the runaway in both classes for favorite volleyball player was Macy Scriver. But Francis, we'll talk more after this pitch to Nye off the right side. Blockers in front, across the 40, 35, 30. Now Spencer Nye, the touchdown guy, is going to do it again. He races into the end zone, 51 yards for another missile touchdown.
Yeah, Spencer Nye not going to be denied. Might have slowed us down in the first half, but can't be slowed down for a full game. Can this Missiles offense?
They just do not want us to get through this third grade results.
Everybody keeps scoring every time we're trying to talk about this.
But like I said, overall, like I said, Benny got the favorite one in Kemmer's class, but overall, Tyler Stepp and Macy Scriver, the favorite athletes of the third grade class.
Congratulations to those two putting some impressions on our third grade class. Oh, yeah.
2-point conversion is no good. 5:19 to go here in this third quarter. Milledgeville 42, Orangeville 8. We'll be back on the Missile Media Network. Welcome back here. Now the pace is picked up in this game,
Yeah.
Kurt.
A little bit.
3 scores in about 20 seconds or so.
Say Broncos getting in on the action there, but this is the Missiles offense we've kind of known to expect that we didn't quite see in the first half there. But the electricity has been found here by this Missiles offense in the second half.
Nice. Ball's loose.
Have a
And
trance there, Yale.
Sabre come away with it, eat in. The Missiles have given teams fits all year with whether it's a squib, the onside. Spencer can do it a number of ways how he kicks that ball.
Yeah, Parker road ball there, number 4. Had a chance of that ball, just maybe relaxed a little bit too much on it, let it fall through. His hands came off his chest. Sabre there, always around the ball, able to fall on it.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Bronco 43-yard line. Francis going to drop back to pass. Airing it out for Shank. Incomplete, but there's a penalty flag there. Grilliot, little too handsy on the coverage there.
Yeah, Grilly with a little bit too much contact, I'm guessing there as that ball was coming in at the end. Evan Shank, I do think, did a nice job knowing that he probably wasn't getting that ball, kind of coming back into that contact a little bit.
That'll make it 1st and 10 for the Missiles.
First 15-yard penalty, I believe, on the Broncos.
From the 28.
Do not have our in-house official joining us online tonight. I believe Joe Letty's probably calling the Forston PA game tonight.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Bronco 28-yard line. Francis under center. Gonna hand to Nye. Nye rumbling forward. Tackled there by Grilliot. Gain about 7 there for Spencer Nye. Having a great game on the ground here is Spencer.
Yeah, Spencer Nye's really found it here in the second half here for the Missiles. Blocking seems like it's improved up front. Kids running hard. Always running hard, but kind of finding our groove a little bit more here in the second half.
I think we lost our camera up above. We'll keep it on the sideline action. Francis tosses it to Evan. Evan's going to throw it to Mickelson, and he overshoots him.
Yeah, just didn't quite lead Benny there to where he was headed, through that a little bit behind and over the top of Mickelson. Had him open.
3rd down and 3 now for the Missiles. 4:25 to go in this 3rd quarter. Missiles lead 42-8. A game that was scoreless after 1.
Yeah.
Francis under center. Oh, ball's loose. He does get back on it. Falls forward for no gain on the play. But it seemed like that ball sat there for a long time.
Ball there on that center quarterback exchange. Just kind of fell straight down. Again, didn't quite see if it was Ray Horn maybe firing off too quickly, going for a chop block, or if it was Kyson trying to get away too fast. But it sat there for a while. Kyson able to fall on it.
3:50 and counting in this 3rd quarter. 4th and 3 for the Missiles. Double tight end set. Now they go shotgun formation. 3 to the left. Got Mickelson, Shank, and Nye split out there. Francis takes a snap. Gets it to Nye. He's going to have to make one man miss, and he does. Gets around another guy. Spencer Nye's going to do it again. There he is, the touchdown guy. Spencer Nye goes 22 yards for the Missile touchdown there, Kurt.
Yeah, leave it to Spencer Nye to make a play that looked like it was dead to rights. And you said it, he's going to have to make somebody miss, and if that's the case, you want the ball in Spencer Nye's hands. He's probably going to find a way.
I believe that's his 4th touchdown, 2 receiving.
Yeah.
1 rushing, and a block punt. Not a bad night.
No, pretty good night for Spencer Nye. Just continues to find his way. I always say he has a nose for the ball. He's definitely got a nose for the end zone as well.
Wildcat formation. Looks like Livingood going to take this snap. Or is it Shank? Shank lined up. Right up the middle. Lunges. No good. Lee Briggs there on the stop.
Yeah.
2-point conversion, no good. 3:29 to go here. The running clock is officially in effect. Milledgeville 48, Broncos 8. We'll be back on the Missiles Media Network. Back here, Nye to tow it up again. Spencer Nye, his 4th touchdown. Evan Shank with 3 of his own tonight as well. He's had a nose for the end zone this year as well as Evan Shank.
Yeah, I was looking at the I8FA stats, and yardage-wise and receptions-wise, Evan is up there, but not, people have way more receptions than yardage, but when it comes to touchdowns, he's way up on the list.
Yeah, with so many weapons on this team, we don't lead in like really anything.
We actually rarely lead in stuff like we usually tend to have options.
Yeah, Kyson's I'm sure up there on the passing, but usually rushing and receiving is we have so many that share the load.
Spread the wealth there a little bit, do the missiles.
So 48-8, 2:50 to go in the ball game.
Had TJ Wolber just check in, listening from South Korea. I think it's probably technically the next day. There he's checking in from the future, essentially, is TJ Wolber. Thanks for listening.
Schofield tackled by Sarber, loss of 1. Yeah, that's awesome.
Maybe TJ can let us know what to expect tomorrow.
This one for Schofield.
Maybe you can let me know who won that Cubs-Brewers game before it happens, and I can bet on it.
Mr. Jacks was at that game last night. I told him he better go again tomorrow if he was a good luck charm. But rumor has it he's building a small ship in the basement of his house. This is what he likes to do in his free time, from what I've learned today.
I think we learned that today. He's a ship in a bottle kind of guy.
Did not see that coming.
No.
Actually, maybe I did.
Yeah,
it fits.
Let's be honest, it fits.
So, hopefully Mr. Jacks has us on in the basement.
Yeah.
He's building.
Tweedling there with his ship.
I wonder, what type of sticks he uses, I wonder.
See, whittle his own, you think?
He
also
could.
part of the hobby?
He could.
Straight up a toothpick guy.
Toothpick, popsicle sticks.
Yeah.
And his hand once again to Schofield. Going to be finally brought down there. He's elusive in there. Is that Saber?
That was Saber. That was basically 2 kids refusing to give up, and something had to give there. Eventually, Saber was able to bring them down.
Gain of 4. Now over 100-yard mark after that big 66-yard run. 18 carries unofficially, about 102 yards. Another nice night for Hayden Schofield, the junior. Be 4th down and 6. As Briggs back to punt, and they do have to run one more play here. I believe they move. False start, I do believe. Yep. Drew Spencer and I off.
Broncos will be a 5-yard penalty. Remain fourth down.
So 4th down and 12.
Movement on the right side there of the line for the Broncos.
4th and 11.
Fourth down and 11. Briggs back to punt. So they do not have to punt it now after the penalty. So that's going to do it here after 3 quarters. Milledgeville 48, Broncos 8. We'll be back on the Missiles Media Network. Welcome back here.
Yeah.
To Floyd Dobb Field, 4th and 11. I believe Briggs and the Broncos will be punting. Had a message here that the Orangeville junior tackle team beat Dakota tonight, I believe 19-14.
Yeah, played already earlier the night.
Yeah, so congrats to them. Knocking off Dakota by score 19-14. 5 o'clock earlier tonight. So Briggs,
Broncos do punt it away.
booming punt. Caught about the 41 by Shank. Down the sideline, he's got blockers, Kurt. He's got blockers, he made a cut, and now he's off to the races. Shank's going to go 59 yards for a missile touchdown.
Yeah, general scouting report is don't kick it to the missiles, and
Straight down
especially in the
field.
air like that, where he has plenty of time to get to it and get the wall set up. You could see that setting up on the sidelines again. He just had to make one move there to get to that wall. Then another move once he got through the wall, and then Evan Shank takes the punt return for the second Missiles special teams touchdown tonight.
I just always think of Coach Digman throwing his hand after a missile would punt the ball straight down the middle of the field. Always loved his reaction on that.
Digman loved his special teams and defensive touchdowns, though.
Yes, he did.
He definitely did master the hand throw, the hand. He was the master of that, but he loved his.
Set up a great missile wall. Yep, they've done that for years. Shank goes 59 yards. Now the 2-point try. Going to hand it to Saber, and he is in. Saber runs in the 2-point conversion. 11:40 to go.
Old position there for Saber. He's kind of a natural fullback.
So Shank not going to let Spencer Nye, the touchdown guy, outdo him.
Yeah.
They're at 4 touchdowns apiece. As Saber runs in the 2-point conversion, 11:40 to go. 56-8, the Missiles on top. We'll be back on the Missiles Media Network. Welcome back here. Evan Shank goes 59 yards on the punt return.
Yeah.
So you mentioned the second special teams touchdown. Spencer Nye had a punt block that he recovered it in the end zone earlier.
Spencer Nye set the kickoff for the Missiles with Jackson Grillo back to receive.
Gotta imagine Spencer's gonna just send this one deep. But you also never really know, to be honest with you.
We'll check some scores. If anybody has any scores, trying to get a Sterling Geneseo score.
Yeah.
If anybody knows that, send it our way.
It's got to be one of the biggest, potentially oldest rivalries around as well. That's always a big game there, it seems, Sterling versus Geneseo.
I think last I'd seen was 10-7 Geneseo. That was in the first quarter, though. That was a while ago. Grilliot receives it in about his own 20. Weaves in and out of traffic across the 30. Near the 35, about the 33, 34-yard line. Tackled there by Saber.
Maybe that's a score Mr. Jacks could drum up for us. He's an old Sterling AD. I'm sure he still keeps tabs on them a little bit. Or he's fully engaged in building his ships with his popsicle sticks in his basement.
He seems like one that would really get into it.
Yeah.
Like, really laser
Well, once
focus.
you start something, you laser focus in on it. Can't wait till he's done, though, to see that thing displayed, probably next to our new digital board put up at the school today for all of our awards. You can check the history of Milledgeville athletics and academics. Schofield able to elude a Saber there in the middle. He had him by the ankle. I think Saber is cramping up now. Wyatt Ebersol was able to push Schofield out of bounds over here.
Yeah, Saber tried to, like, it was starting to bother him on that kickoff, and he tried to stay in the game and couldn't that time. Schofield did the nice run there, pushed out of bounds by Nye and Ebersol after a gain about 8 there for Schofield.
Does give us our first Coach Daughtine sighting of the night. So that flow runs out onto the field.
Luckily, we haven't needed him for you lately.
No. I've been stretching a little better lately.
As the last report I see online was Geneseo 17-7 at the half over Sterling, and I think Sterling's won 10 in a row in that series, I believe. So,
yeah, my dad's got the same score, 17-7 Geneseo at half.
All right.
I did not see that he had sent that message. Probably could have answered your question a while ago.
Check through the NUIC rundown here as well. Saber hops to his feet. Still love his favorite athlete, Mike Allstott.
Yeah, that was the best answer we've gotten all year on that answer. And he plays like Mike Allstott, really.
Yes. Morrison 34, Dakota 8 in the fourth quarter. Ridgewood and Amboy with Amboy in complete control there, 62-12 a final. Second down and 2 here for the Broncos. 10:25 to go in the ball game. Comprud under center. Bissell goes in motion. Hands it to Schofield. Makes one man miss. Makes another man miss. Pushed out of bounds there by Saunders.
Gets the first down here for the Broncos.
Gain of about 9 more there. Nice run there by Schofield.
Yeah, started one way, came back the other to Schofield. Made a few people miss. Parker Saunders able to push him out of bounds as he was getting the stiff arm to the helmet.
Lee Wynn leads Galena 46-0 in the fourth quarter. Stockton and EPC was Stockton 46, EPC 8 in the fourth quarter. Polo on top of Ridgeville Ridge 26-0 in the second.
Schofield spins in the middle there.
Spinning out of a tackle.
Hits the circle button.
Gains about 6 more.
Looks like the Folk family has decided at home on the couch was a better place to watch the football game. They've headed home, so shout out to them. Wife and kids finishing this game at home. Now go to bed.
Second down and 6. Comprud under center. We've seen some missile substitutions in there on this
defensive
drive.
Substitutions here.
Schofield gets by Ebersol. Pushed out of bounds by Saunders.
Got Gabe Pauley in for the missiles at a nose tackle. Parker Saunders now in on defense.
Now first and 10 for the Broncos from Milledgeville, 34.
For about 9 more there for Schofield.
Garrett Gilroy now going to enter the game for Gabe Pauley.
Ray Horner Mickelson, yeah, living good night could be done defensively.
Spencer Nye is still in there. Evan Shank has moved into a
Yep,
linebacker
Saber,
now.
yep, he's filled in for Saber, who was out. Saunders has moved to cornerback. Schofield up the middle.
Spencer Nye able to grab enough of a shoestring there to bring down Schofield.
Ball's on the 31-yard line.
About
Second and 7.
3 there.
Jill Adolph has the Sterling Geneseo score of Sterling 32, Geneseo 23. It's quite the change from what we previously reported, if that is true.
Not saying she's wrong.
No,
I believe Steve said Jill's been wrong once in her life.
just one time.
Turns out she was just mistaken.
A little counter action here by the Broncos.
Read nicely, though,
Yeah.
by the Missiles. Bissell on the carry.
And Ian Rayhorn.
Yeah, Missile's not fooled by the counter action there by the Broncos.
Now third down and 7.
Rayhorn and Shank in there on the tackle.
Yeah, I've not seen that updated score. Lost still 17-7 last I'd seen, but it's been a while ago since I've seen one. Third down and 7. Under 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Comprue going to drop back to pass, airing it out. Saunders tried to come back and make a catch on it, but pass falls incomplete.
Tough play having to stop short there and turn back around, catch that ball. Comproud's been just a little behind his receivers all night. Jill Adolph, proving that she is never wrong, says if that score is not the final score, to blame Google. She Googled it.
It's a risky move.
Yeah. I blame Google for most
that
of
could have been a Sterling Geneseo score, but it might
might
been
not
from
be from 2025.
Correct. And Schofield takes the pitch, runs to the left side on 4th and 7. He's going to be escorted out of bounds after he gains about 1.
Missile's going to take over on downs here. Schofield can't find the corner.
Ian Rayhorn on the 30-yard line. They'll turn the ball over to the Missiles. We're at first and 10.
24 carries, 138 yards unofficially for Schofield. The Missiles will be, believe it or not, back at home next week again.
Yeah. Missiles are not going to know what a road trip feels like here. It's 4 weeks in a row.
Timeout Milledgeville. 5:31 to go in the ballgame. We'll be back on the Missiles Media Network. Welcome back here. The Missiles take over. The JV squad looks to be in the game. Easton Otton's
hands the favorite third grade athlete, Tyler Stepp.
Tyler Stepp, the ball carrier.
Says thank you for the boats, third graders. Here's 3 yards for you.
Gain of 3. Lugnut Louie, Ryan Dykstra says, yeah, still 7, Sterling 7, Geneseo 17, third quarter.
All right.
Otten's in at quarterback. Ebersol goes in motion. Otten's going to drop back to pass.
Gonna tuck it run here.
Ottens gets down nicely.
Little
after it
run
picks
there
up.
by East Ottens.
Gains about 4, maybe 5 there for the freshman quarterback.
Looks like the Roble family has started to make their way home too as well. Jess Roble says they're checking in on the way home. Certainly hope you're not texting and driving, Jess.
I'm sure it's before she got to the car.
Maybe Cohen sent it.
Yep. I chatted both Cohen and Winnie tonight. Seen them before I headed up here. So always good to see the Roble family.
Yeah, they came to our game in Morrison on Tuesday night. Winnie was excited, came over, talked to me after the game, so we appreciate the support on that end as well.
Jess has not brought us any pie up here, though, this year.
No.
Or ever, for that.
Not as I say, she
doesn't
talks
seem
a
to
lot
share
about
much.
it, but she doesn't share it.
Ebersol off the
Ebersol
right
with a hard
side.
run.
Nice gear. Tiptoeing down the sideline, but it runs pushed out of bounds after it gains about 8 yards there for Wyatt Ebersol, or better known as Tewa E. Loserby. So 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 46-yard line.
JV squad brings Jackson Miller at center. He is flanked by Gabe Pauley and Ryer House at guards. East Naughton's under center. Tyler Stepp is the up back with Wyatt Ebersol, the far back.
Parker Saunders
Ball's
at
going to be on the
end,
floor there.
as well as the other end is Preston
Sipperly.
Fumble, recovered by the Broncos.
Yeah. Broncos are going to get a fumble
Rodeball.
recovery here.
Parker Rodeball. There's a flashback of Bronco name. Is that a brother of Garrett Rodeball? I believe, maybe. I believe his name was Garrett Rodeball. He was a load to tackle back in the day here for the Broncos. Built almost like Spencer Nye. Very low to the ground and just a bowling ball.
Well, this Rodeball is 6'3". He's a tall kid, 173-pound sophomore, it looks like.
Be related somehow, not sure brother or not, but yeah. Nice job on the
A little different
recovery.
build if he is related.
Yes, under center, Comprud and the starting squad still in there for the Broncos, and Schofield racing down the right sideline, pushed out of bounds there by Saunders. 47 to the 23. Gain of about 24 more yards.
Broncos hoping to punch in another score here before they end their night. It's JV defense out here learning, growing, getting in their time. Mihail Shoreshan in for the Missiles. That is not a backwards name. Better known as Misha.
Yes. Comprud going to hand to Schofield. It's out of a couple tackles. Then a flight of missiles brings him down after a gain of about 1, maybe 2.
Pursuit that time by the Missiles. Evan Schenk was still in on that play. He is going to come out now for Preston Sipperly. Garrett Gilroy down on the line with Gabe Pauley and Misha. Ian Rayhorn, Parker Saunders, and Wyatt Ebersol are your linebackers. Raiden Arendt and Preston Sipperly are your cornerbacks.
So down to the final minute 12 here in this one. Comprud under center. Could a quarterback keep it? Run it to the right. And pushed out of bounds.
Able to elude Wyatt Ebersol there, but just not much room left there to get around the corner.
Gain of about 6 there for Comprud.
3rd down and 3.
3rd down and 3.
A.J. Clauden going to enter the game here for the Missiles for Garrett Gilroy.
Now 17 to 10. Sterling has added a field goal. Schofield right up the middle, and he runs into the end zone. Schofield takes it 16 yards for a Bronco touchdown. And Schofield caps off his night with a touchdown run of 16 yards.
Yeah, Schofield adds to his stats here, just right up the gut. Here on this Missiles defense. Good closeout block there on the pole there by number 56. Their center, number 70, did a nice job leading the way there.
Comprud and Briggs leading the way for that touchdown for the Broncos. And now go for 2. 56-14. Hand it to Schofield, and he is short.
Yeah, bottled up that time by the Missiles defense.
Oh, no. Now they come in and say good.
Oh, he did
First
get it.
he was waving off this official near side, but they do give it to him. 26 seconds remaining. Missiles 56, Broncos 16. We'll be back on the Missiles Media Network. Welcome back here. Should be the final play of the game here.
Yeah.
Missiles leading 56-16.
Yeah, Missiles got to just cover this ball up here, and the clock will run out. Much better effort in the second half here by the Missiles. Broncos showed a lot of heart and grit here tonight and some promise, especially in that first half.
And they returned several of these players as well.
Yeah.
From this team tonight. Like I said, Schofield's just a junior. Briggs a junior. Comprood, Bissell, all juniors. Only start 2 seniors on the offensive side of the ball.
House covers that up nicely here for the Missiles on that onside kick attempt.
Yep, and that's going to do it. Both teams will line it up here. Missiles improve to 7-0 on the year. They'll be back at home next week against the Alden Hebron Giants, who should come in at 6-1 on the year. So that should be a good matchup. 2 good games left for the Missiles.
Yeah.
Between Alden Hebron and then North Shelby, who was undefeated as well, out of Missouri in Week 9, Kurt.
Yeah, they got 2 tough opponents with good records coming up here to the Missiles. Should be a good, fun, but a good finish to the season here for the Missiles. They improved to 7-0 tonight with this victory over the Orangeville Broncos. 1 more home game left for finish off this 4-game homestand, the kind of unheard of 4-game homestand.
Yep, for 3 out of the first 4 on the road, then 4 home, and then Week 9 is away. So unusual schedule. But stats here quickly for the Broncos here tonight. Schofield, the workhorse tonight, 27 carries, 180 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Bissell, 6 carries for -1. Comprood, 4 for 21. Through the air, just 1 for 11 were the Broncos on 6 yards. Those 6 yards going to Grilliot. 6 penalties for 40 yards for the Missiles. It was the Shank and Nye show here tonight, Kurt, as both of them account for 4 touchdowns. Spencer Nye had a block punt for a touchdown. He had 12 carries, 126 yards, and a touchdown run. Shank had 13 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown run. Through the air, Francis, 7 for 15 for 185 yards, as somehow the wind just comes whistling through the wind. We haven't had it all.
Where'd that come from?
I'm not sure.
No, thank you.
7 for 15, 185 yards through the air, and 4 touchdowns for Francis, as 2 of those go to Nye. He had 2 catches for 111 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 catches for Shank for 68 yards and 2 touchdowns, as the Missiles get this victory by a score of 56-16 was your final, in a game that was 0-0 after 1 quarter. Slow start for the Missiles, but they really found their footing there for a bit in the second quarter and really turned it on in the third quarter there, Kurt.
Yeah, a few big plays there in the second quarter to take the lead, kind of get back, I don't want to say back into the game, but just like slow start for the Missiles. I'm sure that's something they don't want to see. I'm sure Coach Roble will come up here and talk about that, about how they have to come out with a little bit better starts moving forward here. But in the end, the final score is what matters. They come away with the 56-16 victory, and they ended up with some nice offensive series. And once again, the defense held strong, and that's, in the end, as fun as the offense is to watch perform, in the end, it's the Missiles defense that I think is going to carry this team as far as they're going to go.
Yep, the Missiles improved to 7-0. I'd like to thank our sponsors one last time here, the Milledgeville State Bank, the Millwheel Tavern, Gibbs Drywall, Bushman Service, Ruby's Espresso and Smoothies, Milledgeville Men's Club, Johnson's Processing, Smith Farm and Court, Boss Roofing, Illinois FBFM, Kness Heating and Cooling, Premier Auto Studio, Journey Farms, EVS Hobbies, Wally's Place, McKenna's Flooring, Rock River Lumber and Grain, and Prairie Lumber, R&H Seed Solutions, Carly's Courts, and the Milledgeville Do It Best Home Center. So thank you, sponsors. Stay tuned for more post-game coverage. We'll have our Ruby's Espresso and Smoothies player of the game, as well as the interview with Coach Rubble right here on the post-game show on the Missiles Media Network. Coach Roble. You guys improved to 7-0 on the year, Coach. Knock off the Orangeville Broncos by a score of 56-16. Slow start to this game, 0-0 first half, but we had the first half, first quarter was done in 22 minutes.
That's what I was saying over the sidelines. That was the fastest first half we've had, our first quarter we've had this season. We didn't come out real strong. We didn't execute necessarily great on offense. We allowed them to get a couple first downs when we didn't do our job a couple of times on defense, and they had a nice strategy. They slowed the game down. They tried to possess the ball, keep our offense off the field, and slow start. But I thought the first half we pretty much had a pretty slow start in the first half, but second half we woke up a little bit.
Yeah, it's 0-0, but then you get 20 points on the scoreboard. You get block punt to score the first touchdown there. Spencer Nye block and the recovery there. Just talk that play. They were punting from the back of their own end zone there. Just talk about that sequence there.
Oh yeah, it was right at this change of quarter, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Yep.
I talked to the guys in the change of quarter. I was like, hey, we're going to come after this. Let's not even put somebody deep, and brought Spencer up, and we overloaded his side, and he got in there, and man, that was a loud thump. I asked him if he's all right because he, I think, took it off the abdomen, but that was a huge play for us. Spencer definitely, with his speed off the edge and quickness, as a mismatch, and I knew if we went after that punt, that big punter back there, he's not exactly a run threat. So I thought it was a good opportunity for us to maybe go after that punt.
Yeah, something that you guys haven't done. You had 2 turnovers that first half, an interception and a fumble. So that's something you guys have not done all year, is many turnovers, but overcome that in that first half. Yeah,
I thought we did several things this season we haven't done. We turned the ball over early. We didn't really execute very well on 2-point conversions. And then there was a couple times where we needed a play to execute it, and we had we jumped. I think we had a false start when we had a play set up. So it was a little sloppy for us. I told the guys after the game that it's one of those games that's sort of our emotions were really high last week, homecoming, a good team, and came out a little flat, and we just got to learn from that, because from this point forward we can't do that.
Yeah, you did get two scores in a matter of about 15 seconds. It was still 6-0, 2:23 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah,
then you guys had a shank 28-yard run, recover an onside kick. Next play, 54-yard pass, shank from Francis. A big sequence, scoring 2 touchdowns in 15 seconds there.
Yeah, that's the thing with our guys and our athleticism. You can only contain us for so long. And Orangeville did a nice job containing us at first. And thought I was a little. I sort of joked with the coaches that first quarter. It seemed like Coach Grenoble was calling plays fourth quarter with a lead rather than the start of the game. I didn't know what playbook he got switched, but it wasn't his typical play calling. And but when we had to, we made some big plays, and our guys continue to rise to the occasion when they need to.
Yeah, I guess I need to know what you said. Your end of the first quarter speech and your end of your third quarter speech, you come out and we have 2 special teams touchdowns. You had the block punt to start the second quarter and the punt return to start the fourth quarter.
Well, that's great. We haven't, our special teams we always want to make plays on, and we haven't had a ton of opportunities this year. Many teams haven't kicked to us, but, we continue to work on them every week, and it's a big part of our game, and we just got to take opportunities when we had, and we did tonight.
Well, you could maybe blame the slow start on me and Kurt, or mostly me. The first quarter here, you have to listen to the broadcast. Got the idea today from Tim Sherman.
Oh, boy.
Mr. Sherman, but a little tip of the cap to Harry Carey, one of our favorite broadcasters.
Okay.
The Cubs play tomorrow. We did the whole first 2 series, and we did the name spelled backwards.
Awesome.
So
I can't wait to hear that.
Yes, you were head coach Nasaj Elburo.
That's going to be excellent to listen to.
Some of our favorite quarterback, Nasik Siknarf. Nasik Siknarf was our quarterback.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah. Spencer Nye was Rekneps Ian. But a couple good ones. Our 2 favorites maybe are Saber was Bellick Rebras. But their favorite, and it might stick. Carter Livingood is Retrack Dog Neville. Duke Neville.
All right, he's got a new name. All right.
So he might be Retrack Duke Neville.
Let's change the roster. That's great.
Some people seen some humor in it. Some people did not. But
I love it. I love it.
So yeah, we can blame the slow start maybe on the new lineup you trotted out there on the field.
Would you get more feedback, that or Week 9 last year at Kirkland Hiawatha and your monotone? Which one would you get more feedback on?
It was a toss-up, yeah. Yep. So that's what we did for fun here this week. But congratulations, Coach. At home, surprised we're at home again next week.
Yeah, awesome. I mean, that's great. Another good football team's coming in. We I don't know if I hadn't seen a score or anything, but I'm guessing Alden Hebron's probably coming in with one loss. So we got another quality football team coming in, and it's a big game for us to see where we're at against another playoff team, and hopefully we respond a little better next week than we did this week.
All right. Well, congratulations, guys. Improved to 7-0, and good luck next week against the Alden Hebron Giants right here at Floyd Dobb Field.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. That was head coach Jason Roble. We'll be back with our player of the game, Spencer Nye, after this quick timeout. Joined by Spencer Nye, or if you're listening to earlier, Recknep's Ian. I don't know if we'll keep that one or not, but so Spencer, we don't double dip. The first time ever that we're double dipping in the Ruby's Smoothie and Espresso player of the game, but I think well worth it here. 4 touchdowns, did it always, running, receiving, punt block. Let's run through that punt block. Where did it get you? That was a pretty solid thump.
Right in the gut. But I had hands on both sides of it, so I think my forearms and arms took most of the blow, but it did get my stomach.
Did get your stomach.
Yeah.
All right. So talk about a little slow start for you guys. 0-0 first quarter. Just walk us through the start of the game here tonight, Spencer. What do you think went wrong that first quarter?
Yeah, I think Jason said it's just coming out against a really good team, and then not a bad team, but just a team that doesn't have that intensity, and it's hard to match it, or we kind of played down to their level a little bit. Not that they're a bad team, just they're not our caliber team, and it's hard to do that, I think. But that's a lesson learned, and hopefully it doesn't happen again for you guys.
Yeah, luckily for you, for you guys, you don't really play. I mean, anybody with now a losing record the rest of the way. You got a 6-1 Alden Hebron team coming in next week, and then North Shelby was undefeated. But you guys get going there on your block punt, and then you also had a 51-yard touchdown run and a touchdown pass. Francis Denai there for 22 yards. Just talk about what you've seen on either of those plays there, Spence.
Well, the pass, that was really open. I almost dropped it.
Yes, that's what I was going to talk about. Is that more terrifying, all out alone?
Well, I was in stride, and Franny underthrew it, and I had to stop for a second. And then Schofield, he's a track athlete. He almost ran me down. I'm not the fastest guy.
But, yeah, it seemed like that ball was up there for quite a while.
Oh, yeah,
there wasn't anybody within 20 yards to start. That's what Kurt said. He's like, I bet that was more terrifying, knowing maybe dropping it with everybody watching.
Yeah, but that play goes a lot of communication to Evan. Evan was talking and telling him that he was blocking that guy and I was blocking that guy, and they thought it was a different play and bid on it, and I was wide open. So a lot of that goes to Evan.
Yep, touchdown run. You had a great block here by Evan leading on that touchdown run. You kind of cut behind him there as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Connor Johnson, Evan Shank, Carter, Caleb, pretty much everyone on our team. When they get in someone, they can really take him to the ground.
Yep. So now next week you're home versus Alden Hebron. What do you know about the Giants from last year? They returned a lot from last year. I know they got a stud sophomore running back, but he's been banged up. I'm not sure if hopefully he'll be playing next week. I don't know if he played tonight or not.
Yeah, Robo kind of keeps stuff from us, so we don't really know a lot. We'll know a lot Monday. He'll give us a scouting report and what they do, tendencies, and all this extra stuff. But last year we had them figured out. I think I still have my notes from that. I don't know if they run the same offense, but if they do, I think we got them under control.
Yes. And now we'll talk about you and Evan, 4 touchdowns apiece tonight. We'll have to look up the stats who has more touchdowns, but I've nicknamed you Spencer and I the touchdown guy, and that's getting more and more attention from other podcasts around the area. But I call rights to that, by the way. I think maybe we need to come up with a shirt or something, Spence. Spencer and I, the touchdown guy shirt. What are you thinking on that?
Yeah, it sure is fun. I don't know. It's just running in the end zone and looking back and seeing all your guys is just fun.
So I've already asked you some of the questions. I don't know if we repeat them. I know we didn't get your favorite school lunch. We talked to that after we did most of the other questions with you. But favorite school lunch, what would be your favorite school lunch?
I'm not a really picky guy. I pretty much eat everything. And if it is a bad lunch and I know people aren't going to eat it, I go around and ask if they're going to eat their food and I take it. But mostly orange chicken. Orange chicken is a hard to beat, or chicken patty's good. Pretty much anything.
Anything that Grandma Emily makes. I heard on there that loudspeaker Grandma Emily's enchiladas today.
So. Oh, I didn't have those. That's a new item.
Yes, that is a new item. All right, just a couple of the Cubs. You a Cubs fan like the rest of your family, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I watched them the other night with my dad. They're just an off and on team, and it's so hard to be with them.
Yep. Are they going to win tomorrow night? What's your prediction?
Oh, I want to say yes, but I have a gut feeling from that ball that got hit in the end zone that it's not going to be a win.
All right. So yeah, they tend to let you down, but not every once in a while. So your gut feeling from after getting punted in the gut is the Brewers are going to win. All right. Last thing, we had your brother up here tonight, the junior high champions, to talk about attending that game. I heard you guys attended that as a team there, supporting them. And what did you see out of that group there Tuesday night there?
They're going to be a good, maybe not freshman team, but they're going to be a really good sophomore team. They're going to, I think they got a little bit of growing to do. I know we're not the biggest high school team now, but I think some of them will grow eventually. I think they'll hit that growth spurt from freshman to sophomore, and I think they can be animals. They like to work, they like to lift, they like to listen. They're very coachable. Good group of guys.
Yeah, I tend to, especially all summer, I'm around the school there, and I see your guys are always in there, but a lot of those freshmen were in there lifting all summer, or 8th graders will be freshmen next year. So
we brought in a few of them just to maybe help the program a little bit, because I know a lot of other schools, they get their guys in there in 6th and 7th grade. I mean, I feel like we can get at least the 8th graders in there just moving some weights and just getting their bodies a little bit active. I feel like this freshman group that we have right now, they could have had that. They would have had that boost. They would have been good too, and they're gonna be good if they keep working.
Yep. Well, congratulations, Spence. Thank you for joining us, and I just thought that was really cool that Coach Roble and you guys went over to support him there on Tuesday. A really cool idea.
It was really fun.
All right. Well, that's our Ruby's Espresso and Smoothie player of the game, Spencer Nye. As we're gonna wrap it up here, we'll be right back on the postgame show after this quick timeout. Welcome back here to the post-game show, the K&K show. Kyle Leach, Kurt Folk. His Missiles improved to 7-0. Kurt, another running clock victory. And move on to next week, facing the Giants of Alden Hebron. We get them here. We traveled up there. That was quite the adventure, but a very cool school up there to see. It was kind of neat to see.
Say, kind of an old school up there at Alden Hebron. They're kind of the OGs of 8-man as well, so here in Illinois. But I'll welcome them traveling to Milledgeville this time, as fun as it was driving up there last time. So it'll be good to see them. Solid team coming in next week. A little bit of a slow start tonight for the Missiles, but they end up, with another running clock victory here tonight against the Orangeville Broncos.
Yep, so that's going to do it from our coverage here tonight from Floyd Outfield. The Missiles get the victory 56-16. I'd like to thank our crew here tonight as well. Brooks Wilkinson, the man working the cameras here tonight, or the executive producer, Brooks Wilkinson, camera crew, Lily Biller, Bowden Last, and Deacon Siegel. We'll be back next week as the Missiles host the Giants. Thank you guys for listening, and have a great night.